in on the right. Lineup is set and the roster's tight. Blades laced up and the twigs feeling right. Going Bulls deep in the ring tonight. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo. Load up the bullpen, fire up the crowd. Turning Bulls loose, make the family proud. Nothing drop the puck, gonna go bar down. Boys crash the crease and tear up this town. House, Bulls country, rulers of the Cahaba Valley. House, Bulls country, rulers of the Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo. Tempest flare gloves hit the ice. Kick his ass not once but twice. Down south losing is a sin. Bulls light the lamp and the good gods win. Steel on ice and hearts on fire. Every goal takes us higher and higher. In the valley under the stars so bright. We fight for glory, we fight tonight.
Hello again, everyone. No matter what league, every hockey season has a reference point where you can look back to and know this is where we turn the corner or this is when things fell apart. With December's end near, the new year is quickly coming upon us. The next 10 days will go a long way and may very well be the point we look back to that defines this hockey season for the Birmingham Bulls. Between now and December 28, Birmingham has 6 games. We have a home-and-home set with Knoxville tonight before hitting the road to Roanoke. And after the Christmas break, 3 games and 3 nights all at home. Roanoke and a pair against Peoria. Competition's getting tougher, and things are going to get real and very fast for the Bulls, as those teams are not Pensacola or Macon. Jody Cherneska here along with Greg Dreveny from the Pelham Civic Complex for tonight's game. Greg, Birmingham's about to find out what this team is made of because it has no choice because of the competition that's coming in. Do well and we remain in the top half of the league. But the alternative isn't something this franchise experiences a long time. A bad stretch here and you find yourself looking at 7th and 8th place.
Well, Jody, it's so tight, and looking at the rankings and standings as they stand tonight, you know, you talk about a huge 2-game tilt right here, back-to-back. We're home tonight in Birmingham, right back to Knoxville tomorrow night, and you're sitting there with Knoxville in 6th place and Birmingham in 4th place. The good thing for the Bulls is when you look up from where we're sitting right now in 4th place, Huntsville has 19 games played. Birmingham only has 16 played. So that means we have 3 games at hand, a potential 6 points to add to where we're at right now. And that would put us within 5 points of first place, jumping into 2nd if they can come away with 6 points.
If those 6 points means you're winning 3 games.
Yes.
Birmingham's shorthanded tonight in a very, very big way. Hayden Stewart, one of Birmingham's fine goaltenders, put on the IR today, a 14-day IR, retroactive back to Sunday. New goaltender in town, Daniel Davison. Austin Lotz gets the nod tonight. You were a goaltender. How does that affect the locker room when you look up and there's a brand new face with a goalie equipment on?
Well, you know, the new face is one thing, Jody. I think the bigger thing for me is sitting here just, you know, as a fan and, you know, doing what we do, just wondering about Hayden Stewart. I was really curious about how that injury was, and him not being on the IR gave me hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's like, now that it's official, he's officially on the IR, that's one thing that I worry about, because now 14-day IR backed up to Sunday, but that means he's not available until 2 Sundays from now.
So he will not be here in the lineup when we have our 3 games right after Christmas. He's going to miss those 3 as well. You know, with 3 more games coming up against Peoria, another pair against Evansville, a pair against Fayetteville, and a pair against Roanoke, and another versus Huntsville, January will be the toughest month of the season by far for Birmingham. The Bulls could easily wind up anywhere in these standings you were talking about by the time February starts.
And that's why the next two games are the most important for the Bulls sitting here. And, you know, even going back to what we talked about last broadcast, Jody, about what we thought the season was going to be like and how we thought that, you know, we got a long ways to go until April and everything like that. But with a schedule like that coming up behind these two games, like, this is what separates you from where are you at from 1 to 8. Are you above Knoxville and competing with Peoria and Huntsville, or are you below Knoxville because the next two games are going to dictate who's right in the middle of the pack and who's up with the top dogs?
Birmingham also signed Maniwaki, Quebec First Nations player Tobias Ojic to a PTO today. Tobias is the son of former NHL enforcer Gino Ojic, who amassed 2,567 penalty minutes over an 11-year career that did not have full seasons every one of those years he played. Gino passed away, his dad, January 23 of a heart attack at the age of 52. Tobias missed last year because of it. He went home to take care of his family like anybody a good son would. This is his return to professional hockey here in Birmingham. Tobias had 106 penalty minutes in 17 games in the Federal Hockey League in 2023. Tell us what you think about Tobias Ojic.
Well, here's what I think about Ojic, Jody. I think that Ojic, not only can he fight and does he bring a physicality that the Bulls have desperately needed this season, I think that the kid has hands and that he can play hockey, and I think that he's going to be an infusion into this lineup and bring us something that we've been looking for all year. Now, the difference between Tobias and his dad was in Vancouver and he had one job, and that was to protect Pavel Bure.
Right. And he did it well.
And they were such good friends that Tobias's older brother, he's got a 27-year-old brother too, and his first name is actually Bure Ojic. He plays senior hockey.
I did not know that.
He plays senior hockey up in Saskatchewan somewhere, but I was doing some research on him. And so that tells me, I've watched interviews on this kid. He's got a great mentality, and he's old school. And he probably learned a lot of it from his dad, and this is what we've been crying for. And tonight, I'm telling you, this kid's going to come out, and he's going to deliver.
9 brothers and sisters. He had to fight his way through his childhood too, so he's he's mentally tough as well. You can count on that. Greg, I noticed something. Taylor Joseph gets the nod in net for Knoxville. Mundinger was scheduled to start. He came on the ice first during warm-ups. Something must have happened to Knoxville Stephen Mundinger for him to be now sitting on the bench or in the locker room, and Taylor Joseph in the net for Knoxville.
Interesting to see, and you know, to me, Jody, that's a bit surprising because I think that Joseph gave up 7 the last time he faced off against the Bulls, and you know, maybe Mundinger got the Birmingham flu. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see here tonight, but nonetheless, Bulls are going with Austin Lotz tonight. It'll be Lotz versus Joseph. We'll see how this one turns out here after the national anthem.
All right, pause with us real quick for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
All right, starting lineups first for the visiting Knoxville Ice Bears. Defensively, they'll go with Brendan Dowler, along with former Bull Carson Vance. Up front, Tyler Williams, who's just returned from the IR, the rookie, 11 points in 16 games for Knoxville. He'll be centered by Derek Osick and flanked by Jason Branshaw. For the Bulls, defensively, Taylor Brierly, along with Matt Clark, Troy McTavish, Colton Olnick, and McGregor Sinclair up front. In goal, Austin Lotz comes into the night for Birmingham, a record of 4-3-0, 274 goals against, and a .921 save percentage. Taylor Joseph now in the net for Knoxville, a 2-2-1 record, 3.73 goals against, and an .892 save percentage. And as you said, gave up 7 the last time he played the Bulls here in this building.
Well, Jody, this is one thing where if you're the Bulls coming in here tonight, you've got to know you want to get ahead of Knoxville. You want to get ahead of them early because 10 games this year, they've had 2 goals scored against them. And when Knoxville gets down by 2, they're 1-8-1 in those 10 games. So you want to come out, you want to put a couple up on the board early and then keep it going from there. So I think the Bulls have got to come out here on fire in the first 5 minutes, get the puck deep, use your speed, and definitely get lots of shots on Joseph.
All right, settle back, get down prior to this Christmas holiday and enjoy some Bulls hockey. Off the draw at center ice, played by the Bulls, now loose, taken by Olnick. Olnick will bring it in, fanned on the shot. Puck tied up along the near boards and kicked free. Into the Bull zone, played now by Lotz. He pokes it away from Osick off the boards, but not out. Played in the corner, sent it across, no one there, and it comes straight to McGregor Sinclair. Ahead for Olnick, who'll chip it in and head off the ice. 30 seconds in, Olnick coming off the ice. Now a big hit in the corner. Knoxville clears to center ice. Romeo plays it back for Dorsey. Jamie ahead for Ledzianko, tips it in off Ojic, who's seeing his first action off a Bull. For the Bulls, he takes his man behind the play. Knoxville clears the zone, cross-ice pass. Stannard has it. Stannard, played by Dorsey. Puck loose along the far boards. Ojic kicks it free. Tried to get it out and does. Off the boards. Loose puck played by the Bulls. In their own zone ahead for Phil Ledzianko. He'll drop it back defensively and we'll try and set it up. Line change for the Bulls. Birmingham dangerously close to too many men. Kozarev hustling back. Keeps the icing away for Rose. A shot. That one never made it through. Rose has the rebound, though, back at the point. Matthews takes the shot. That one blocked. Stannard had his stick broken by the shot, and it comes back into the Bulls zone. Carson Rose. They're going to rule that offside, but I don't know.
Tough.
I didn't see it cross that line. He did stick handle it back and forth, but nonetheless, offside is called. Face off outside the Knoxville blue line.
Yeah, what happened there, Rose got the puck across. He went for the little tip deflection in there and hit the referee's skate and came back out just to the blue line. But nonetheless, here we go.
Off the draw, Knoxville controls. Lucas Helen wearing that full face shield. Sends it in. Green takes a elbow there from Atkins. But Birmingham has the puck and they'll clear. That's Drake Glover. Tried to set it up for Rose. Nice play by Helen. Intercepts the pass. Sends it in deep. This is going to be an icing as Brierly goes back to touch up. Greg, I don't know if you're a numbers fan or not, but I found this one odd. Both of these teams are undefeated when scoring first. Birmingham is 7-0. Knoxville is 6-0. So I guess the first goal is going to matter in this one.
Well, that's the most important thing here, Jody. He's coming out early, getting ahead of the game, and then downhill sailing from there.
Face-off controlled by the Bulls. Brierly down in the corner. Behind the net, McTavish goes in after it. Lucas Helen beats him to the puck. Helen playing defensively tonight, normally a forward. Knoxville overskates the puck, put themselves in offside. Birmingham clears it ahead. McTavish back into the Knoxville zone. He takes the shot right into the midsection of Joseph, and he holds on for a face-off that'll be to his left.
Well, the Bulls jumped out early so far on the shot board anyway, Jody. That's 2 shots on the Bulls and none for Knoxville. So I'll tell you, that first shift out there, that Kozarev was out there, you see what speed can do.
Yeah.
And man, did he ever hustle back there behind the end boards. Got that puck up, threw it up to Rose, quick shots on goal. Good job by the Bulls on that. We need to see more of that tonight.
That's more hustle than I saw the entire Evansville game played in Indiana the other night on that one play. McTavish on the draw for Birmingham. Osick for Knoxville. Played back for Romeo, who'll try and chip it around the boards. Does. Picked up, though, by Toby. Branshaw ahead. Takes it for Osick, who brings it into the Bull zone. Drop pass back. Williams save. Rebound score. Right in front. Branshaw was there. And that shot, the original save made by Lotz, but it found its way right under the stick of Branshaw, who had an open net to shoot out, and it's 1-0 Knoxville.
Well, that's one of those things you talk about, Jody. You got to back check with a purpose, and just being beside the guy when you come back and back check, you've got to get your stick up underneath him. You've got to tie him up, and you've got to stop that guy from getting that rebound, just banging it into the open net.
For Branshaw on the year, that's his 4th goal. We'll get the assist in a moment. There's Ledzianko, a shot. Skate save made by Joseph. There's a rebound in front. Shot in by Romeo, and the save made by Joseph goes into the netting out of play. Did you get the assist on that, Greg?
I did not.
Okay, I didn't either. The goal by Branshaw is his 4th. We'll try and get the assist for you in a moment. 1-0 Knoxville, and I just got through saying they're undefeated when scoring first, so we'll see if that holds up tonight.
That first goal is ever so important, Jody.
I don't understand why it is, though. It's just one goal.
Team psyche is a funny thing.
Off the draw, Knoxville has it. That's Michael Egan. He'll send it into the far corner. Comes right to Lotz, who plays it right back on the boards. In front, Egan was there. Lotz with the save. Birmingham. That's Phil Ledzianko. Tries to get past the defense of Knoxville. Still in the corner. Ledzianko backhands one out to Green. Green through traffic, hit by Egan. Loose puck picked up by Knoxville, and they'll clear. Egan picks it up, and he dumps it deep into the Bull zone. Lotz plays it behind the net for Green. Just out of the reach of Glover. Vance will come back and get it. With Rose on him, Vance touches up, no icing. Carson Vance goes down. Still manages to send it back for Eric Olson. Olson with the puck, gets around Carson Rose through center ice. Drops one off for Atkins. He takes the shot, save made, that rebound, loosened the crease, cleared by the Bulls to the boards and out by Kozarev. Big rebounds, Greg. There's a big poke check away. Here comes Sinclair all alone, and Sinclair scores!
Wow.
Nice poke check by McGregor. Sinclair walked in all alone on Taylor Joseph. Made one move, slid it into the near corner. Birmingham ties the score at 1.
Wow, I don't even know what to say. What a play by Sinclair. I'll say that to start off with in the neutral zone. To poke that puck, have the wherewithal, and then all in one swift motion, picked it up, came in one-on-one on Joseph. A little head fake, showed him the shot, pulled the puck to the right side, and Joseph just backed up on his heels, and
here's the call.
There! His 4th goal of the season. The goal scored at 4:05.
It's an unassisted goal by Sinclair, of course. He did it all himself. Ties the game up at 1. Now that puck gets past everyone. Sinclair had a shot at it. Taylor Joseph out of his net plays it, and Knoxville clears. Now Taylor Brierly with the puck behind his own net, skates away from Osick. Pressured there by Knoxville. He'll just send it in deep and come off for a line change. Ojic back out for Birmingham. He'll be playing up front with McTavish and Ledzianko. Now in front for Osick. Gets past everyone. Loose puck in that face-off circle. Now it's in the slot. Cleared by the Bulls. Off the boards. Here comes Ojic. Bounces off of his stick. Lastman picks it up. Tries to get it back into the Bull zone. Can't do it. Puck live behind the Knoxville net. Played by Branshaw. Ahead for Stannard. Offside is the delayed offside is a call, but Dorsey clears. Birmingham just chips it back into the Knoxville zone. Quick line changes for the Bulls, Greg.
Definitely. Quick line changes, Jody. You want to keep about 30, 45 seconds out here so you keep that speed coming.
Glover with the puck behind the Knoxville net for Rose. He'll chip it around for Matthews. Matthews' shot is blocked by Stannard, who's feeling that one. Now it's picked up by Kozarev. Cuts behind the net. Nikita back for Green in front, deflected off of Vance, but wide. Behind the net, Glover takes the pass from Rose. Back at the point for Matthews. He sends it in, deflected wide. Loose puck, far face-off circle. Nice play by Kozarev for Rose. Behind the net, a backhander. Joseph was waiting for it, and it's cleared through center ice for Egan. Egan will just send it in deep. Nice hit by Matthews. Takes the puck away and his man down. Now Sinclair delivering the body to Dawson McKinney. And Matthews will set it up near side for Green. Green ahead for McTavish. McTavish, his shot is blocked. And it's taken now by Soper. He'll send it ahead for McKinney. Into the Bull zone. Chips one a credit. Nice play by Sinclair to intercept that pass. And he'll just chip it out of the way. Mitch Atkins will bring it back into the Bull zone. Backhands a pass over for McKinney. Takes a shot blocked by Ledzianko. And there's another one. And this time Lotz gloves it and holds on.
And that's a big glove save there, Jody. I tell you, with that misdirection coming out, Lotzi had to change up his angle there. Came across a nice little backhand dish there by Knoxville. Good shot, but you saw off that first goal the importance of there not being rebounds off that.
Right.
Lotzi with the big trapper, pulled it in, reeled it in. We'll slow this one down for a face-off.
Earlier today, there was a 10:30 a.m. hockey game in the SPHL. Peoria wins their second in a row. They win last week 5-0. They beat Evansville today 6-0. That's 2 shutouts in a row for Peoria, and we get to see those guys twice next week.
Absolutely, and getting back to what you asked me before, Jody, pulling up, it was Branshaw who got the goal for Knoxville, assisted by Williams and Osick.
Williams, the rookie, scores a point coming back in off the IR. That's his 12th point in 17th game. That's a nice rookie season he's got going so far.
I was going to say, he's doing pretty well coming in, being in double digits already before Christmas.
All right, face-off will come up in the Bull zone. 13-19 to go, first period, score tied at 1.
The follow-up goal by Birmingham, Jody, was scored by Sinclair that was unassisted.
Music is a little loud. I hope it's not too loud for you listeners. Back at the point. It's a shot by Helen. Score. That was deflected. They're going to call it the in off of a high stick, though. Now, let me ask you this, Greg. We saw the stick go up. We heard it make contact. He was right there, immediately waves it off. Nobody's arguing for Knoxville. So is this a situation where the goal cam can take a look at it, or is that only to see if it crosses the goal line?
Yeah, that's only to see if it crosses the goal line.
That's what I thought.
I think that one was a little bit too obvious because it was literally 3 feet above the net. And, hey, great hand-eye coordination, but nonetheless, it doesn't count.
Lucas Helen will send it into the far corner. Brierley is there for Birmingham. For Kip Ledzianko ahead. Bulls through center ice. Ojic with the puck. Takes a shot, stick save made by Joseph. Ojic behind the net, tried to set up for Higgins. McKinney is there along with Higgins. Now Kip Ledzianko comes in. Loose puck picked up by Knoxville, and they'll clear where Matt Clark will take it for the Bulls. Tipped away from Ojic. He gets the loose puck, sends it in. He's hit there by Atkins, gives him a look. Ojic will quietly skate to the bench. Knoxville with the puck in their own zone. Toby drops it back. Back into the Bulls zone. Dorsey has it. Romeo returns for Dorsey. Tipped ahead by Glover. Lastman will wrap it around the far boards where Williams has it. Takes the hit from Kozarev. Osick will pick the loose puck up. He loses it. As we're playing keep away right now, it seems like. This time Rose just wraps one around the boards. Birmingham again changing lines. Osick tips it back into the Bull zone behind the net. Near side for McTavish. He loses it. Sinclair is there, though. He gets it and gathers it back into center ice. Played back in the Bull zone. Romeo ahead for Olnick. Far side McTavish tried to set it up for Sinclair, out of his reach. Behind the net, Olnick in front. That one goes high off the stick of McTavish. Near board, Sinclair has it for Olnick. Looking for McTavish. Off of his stick, Williams will pick it up for Knoxville, and he'll skate it out. 11:19 to go, first period. Score tied at 1. Tyler Williams brings it in, splits 2 men. Couldn't get the shot off, though. Dubé Plouffe has it now for Knoxville. Around the boards, Matthews will have it for Birmingham. Sinclair chips it out, intercepted by Stannard. That's an offside. If Birmingham will clear. Ojic brings it in, puts the brakes on with no help. Birmingham in the middle of a line change, so he'll send it deep. Dowler can't get away from Ledzianko. He sends it ahead for Stannard, though. Right in on Lotz. In front, there's a shot by Plouffe as that was centered along the far boards by Soper. Jason Soper with a nifty pass. Lotz had to be ready. Clark tips it past Soper into the corner. It's played. Stannard picks it up for Soper. Clark doing a good job tying him up along the far boards. Ojic, a centering pass for Ledzianko. Loose puck. Brierly has it for Birmingham. Circles back at the blue line. Cuts to the face-off. Circle a shot. That one deflected in front, goes wide. Behind the net, Ojic tips it back to Clark. Clark at the point for Ledzianko. He sends one in, deflected, save made. I believe that one, Greg, Joseph just found, or the puck just found Joseph.
Well, Bull's doing a good job right now, Jody, getting that traffic in front. Big hit down there. Carson Rose.
Kozarev and Rose delivered 2 hits right at the Knoxville bench. Kozarev puts the brakes on, and it's poke checked away from him, though, by Carson Vance. Glover picks it up for Kozarev. Return for Glover. Near side, Dorsey takes a shot, deflected by Skelly. Dorsey waited a second too long to get that shot off, Greg.
He did. But what I'm liking, Jody, is I'm liking what the Bulls are doing down here. When they get this puck control down low, they're making it. They're making good, quick, crisp passes. And they clean up the amount of time that they hold on to the puck right there. And I think they're doing pretty well right now.
One thing I don't like that I'm seeing, Greg, is that Knoxville is having a really, I don't want to say easy time, but I'm not sure what else to say, with the centering passes from the corners and the boards right through the crease, and there seems to be nobody there but a Knoxville player. 3 times now, Lotz has had to come up with a save. 1 time, it resulted in a rebound goal.
Well, right now, the best end for the Bulls is definitely the offensive zone. They're doing a good job in the neutral zone, offensive zone. They're commanding it. Definitely doing a great job down there. They just got to tighten it up and still a little bit of that same hustle in the defensive zone that they're putting in the offensive zone.
9:28 to go, first period. Score tied at 1. We just had our second media timeout of the period. Knoxville is not quite the same team we're used to. They are the least penalized team in the SPHL. Last year and the year before, they were the most penalized team. And to be honest with you, I'd never seen a goon hockey team like I did in Knoxville 2 years ago. It was like I had a slap shot. Not quite so much this time.
Well, that's one of those things, Jody. When you assemble the full goon squad, it's really tough to win hockey games. You just want a couple of those guys on your team for a situational basis.
Off the draw, Kozarev takes a hit. Knoxville clears. Mitch Atkins off his stick into the bull zone where Romeo plays it around the far boards. Near side, Dorsey tried to hook up for Kozarev, out of his reach. Taken by Olsen. Drops it for Atkins, who will bring it back in the bull zone. Right in on Lotz, who smartly just calmly sticks it, covers it, and Dorsey gives Atkins a shot for getting a little too close to Lotz afterwards. I'm actually happy to see that.
Well, Dorsey's got the right idea there, Jody. Anybody getting within a stick slunk of Austin Lotz tonight, they need to be known that, hey, you guys, you're in the danger zone, so unless you want to get punched in the face, you best back up.
Face-off will be in the bull zone to the right of Lotz. Osick on the draw for Knoxville. Sinclair for the Bulls. Birmingham controls. Green for Olnick. Tried to get ahead for McTavish, tipped away by Skelly, and Lucas Helen picks the pick up for Knoxville. He gives it up to Osick. He's watched by Matthews, still gets the shot off, and what a glove save by Lotz. Osick just rips one with a defenseman right in front of him, Greg.
But you're right, Jody. That is something that we're seeing right here. It seems like if Knoxville can gain Birmingham's blue line, they've got untouched. They're untouched right into the slot where they're taking these shots on Lotz, and the Bulls got to step up. They got to take that gap away, force Knoxville to do something a little earlier because Lotz is holding them in there right now.
Controlled by Knoxville. They'll barely keep it in. Cam Toby turns around, gets it behind the net. There's a centering pass knocked away by the Bulls. And they'll clear back into the Knoxville zone. Now Phil Ledzianko goes in after it. He'll catch up with it first, played by Toby. Birmingham has it. Back at the point, there's a shot by Clark. Save made by Joseph, and he holds on. Now Kip Ledzianko takes the shot from Derek Osick. They'll skate away from each other. But I guess that's the return for getting too close to Taylor Joseph.
Hey, Clark's got the right idea, Jody. Good, hard, low shot. And you saw Ledzianko coming in from the right side. He skates through the slot and just got the shaft of his stick on that and redirected it. So good save by Joseph there. No rebound, but the Bulls have the right idea, skating through that line of sight of the goalie.
Lastman picks it up for Knoxville. He'll try and get it out. Stannard chips it into center ice, and the Bulls have it there. Kip Ledzianko backhands one in. Bulls changing lines. Toby will get the skates going for Knoxville. Didn't gain the blue line, so he dumps it in, stopped by Lotz. Clark has it for Birmingham. Banks one off the glass, off of Rose. Still in the Bull zone, finally chip free. Knoxville's Vance sends it right back in. Puck off the far boards. Look out, Vance had a shot at it, fanned. Kozarev takes it. He lost it. Puck chipped far boards. Glover goes in after it, but Vance catches up with it first. Two old teammates, both in Fayetteville and Birmingham. Puck played along the far boards. That's Kozarev digging in after it. Still tied up. Now Rose comes in, finally back at the point. Ryan Romeo plays it behind the net. Picked up by Carson Vance. He'll send it for Egan. Dorsey will get it, keep it in for the Bulls. Rose go in and after it. He loses it, and Michael Egan takes it, and here comes Knoxville the other way. Jimmy Soper dumps one in. Lots out of his net, stops it for Dorsey. Knoxville changing lines. Sinclair tipped it. The pass goes into the crowd. So a faceoff will come up back in the Bull zone with 6:55 to go here in the first period. Score tied at 1.
So lots of good effort there, Jody. You see that line. Rose, Glover, and Kozarev. They get that puck. You see Rose going in. He's making plays. He's making hits, digging the puck out on the wall. Kozarev down there. Glover working it low.
What worries me, though, is that's where 90% of the Bulls' offense is, on those three players' sticks.
That's true.
Skelly will take it for Knoxville. Tries to get around the defensive Romeo. He can't. Loose puck picked up by Ryan. He chips it past Mitch Atkins, and Birmingham will skate away. That's Olnick with it. Tips it past Helen. McTavish has it. Behind the net for Olnick. Three Knoxville players back, though, back checking, take it away. And Atkins sends it far side. Here comes Knoxville into the Bull zone. Olsen had it tipped away from him by Green. Regains control. Look out, Skelly had it. Birmingham clears, though. That pass dangerously into the near side of the stands here. Those are the kinds that can get you, Greg. The netting protects the ends. There's nothing on the sides of the glass, and that's exactly where that puck went, but it looks like everyone's okay.
Well, I'd say it was a good hard pass through the neutral zone. Green stepped up, took the gap away, and just careened off his stick and just shot right over the top of the glass, right to the crowd.
Bulls control. Matthews gets it ahead looking for Higgins. Past him. Icing will be the call.
Nope.
No, they'll wave it off as Higgins beat him back. Now in front, there's a shot by Ledzianko, goes wide. Higgins, nice check along the far boards. Birmingham keeps it alive. Matthews with a shot. It goes well wide of the net. Birmingham physically playing a little bit better than they did the other night in Knoxville for sure. I say a lot better. Now Branshaw picks it up in the Bull zone. Centering pass for Osick. Takes a shot off the post. Nifty passing by Knoxville results in another good scoring opportunity. And Osick takes it for Knoxville. For Williams. Williams drops it. Look out. Toby has it. Takes a shot. Deflected into the netting and out of play. Greg, Knoxville is taking it to Birmingham when they carry it in the zone.
Well, it's one of those things, Ojic, he got slashed. Who was that? 20.
Ojic for Birmingham hits in a nice little bumping and conversation with one of the Knoxville players, but both go to their respective benches. I'd like to see Birmingham's defense stand them up at the blue line a little bit more than they're doing. They're retreating when they see Knoxville get some speed at center ice, and it's not working.
Right.
Off the draw in the Bull zone, Birmingham controls. Brierly sent it out for Kozarev, intercepted by Vance, who'll put it right back in. Shipped ahead for Rose, tries to set it up for Kozarev. He beats everyone to the puck. Nikita drops it back for Glover off the side of the net. Dowler picks it up. Far side, he'll skate away for Knoxville into the center ice zone. Brendan Dowler off the boards behind the net. Lotz plays it. Near side, Kozarev hit by Dowler, but still manages to get it ahead. Carson Vance intercepts that pass and puts it right back in the Bull zone. Off the near side, Brierly skates away. Has McTavish with him. Pokes it down into the corner. McTavish has it. Waiting for some help. He finally gets it behind the net for Sinclair. Sinclair drops it near side. He tried to get it to Dorsey, taken away. Dorsey intercepts the pass, and it gets past Romeo and out. This is going to be an offside, but Birmingham clears the zone. The problem is Knoxville has control of the puck. Dalton Skelly behind his own net. Gets it ahead to Atkins. Now Olsen avoids a check by Romeo, but costs the puck up in the process, and Sinclair has it for Birmingham. He chips one in deep. 3:52 to go, first period, score tied at 1. And what's been a pretty good hockey game thus far. And Jamie Dorsey lifts one back into the Knoxville zone. This one's going to be icing as Skelly goes back to touch up. 3:39 to go now in the first period. And Greg, you and I talked about this before the game as we have our last media timeout of the period. We weren't really sure what to expect after what would, in my opinion, was one of the worst games Birmingham's had all year long in Evansville this past weekend. Birmingham's came out and they're throwing the body around a little bit more, but they're still giving up too many scoring chances in their own zone.
Well, it's one of those things, Jody, where even at the probably the first 5 minutes of that period, but a guy that I noticed that we haven't talked about much in the last few games was Sinclair. You know what I mean? He started off the game, he was down there, he was finishing checks down in the corner, making some big hits, getting involved in the play, and then he's rewarded breaking up that play in the neutral zone, goes in on breakaway and scores a goal.
It was a great play by Sinclair, and I'll be the first to tell you, I was down on him a little bit coming into tonight's game. He only had 3 goals, well off his pace the last 2 years, but that was a heck of a play right there. The poke check and walking in all alone and burying the puck. Sinclair has thrown his weight around, and he's playing so much better tonight. Lucas Helen off the draw, controlling Knoxville. Down low, it's played. They'll have it controlled down there. That's Olsen. Tries to get away from Romeo. Romeo pressuring. Knoxville costs the puck up near side. Picked up by Higgins. Ahead for Kip Ledzianko, who clears the zone for Birmingham. Long pass ahead for Mitch Atkins. Atkins in front looking for Osick out of his reach. Loose puck picked up by the Bulls, and Ojic has it. Ojic tried to set it up. He needed to put a little more steam on that pass. For Glover, he had him, but Knoxville brings the puck back into the Bull zone. Matthews ties his man up. Played by Knoxville's Toby. Osick had it bounce off his stick, but maintains possession. Around the boards, Atkins. Atkins loses it to Glover, who sets it up near side off the stick of Ojic. He'll bring it in. Tobias Ojic backhands a pass over to an empty wing. Nobody there. Toby just lifts one into center ice, and that one, I believe, hit the scoreboard and comes back down, so a faceoff will come up, this time in the Knoxville zone.
Interesting with the shots being 9-9, Jody. It's one of those things where you take the shots on goal, but if you put in the correlation of the amount of time that the Bulls have controlled the puck in the offensive zone, it's like the Bulls control the puck, get their scoring opportunities, but then when Knoxville gets it, they just seem to like go in and it's a quick strike. You know what I mean? They're not really setting anything up. All their scoring opportunities are coming from the neutral zone in.
Face-off to the left of Joseph, control once again by Knoxville. They've pretty much had their way on the draw tonight. Now they'll clear one ahead looking for Williams. That comes in. Brierly holds him up, but the icing is waved off. Now Tyler Williams, the rookie, tries to get away from Sinclair. Nice pressure by McGregor, makes a turnover, and Toby has to hustle back to catch the puck for Knoxville. Lastman has it knocked away by Ledzianko, but it goes right to Soper, who sends it into the Bulls zone. Brierly with it. Banks one off the glass. Tried to set it up for Olnick. It's off the mark, comes right back to Taylor, though. Kozarev falls down off his stick. Ledzianko faked the shot. Far side, along the boards. Try to center one for Rose. Easily intercepted by Stannard, who'll skate away. Off the stick of Lotz. Clark was there for Birmingham, though. Played along the near boards. It comes right back to Matt. Clark ahead for Carson Rose. Down to a minute and a half to go here in the first period. Gets it to Phil Ledzianko. In front for Rose. His backhander goes wide. Nice play. Penalty coming up. This one's going to be a hook. And Birmingham will go on the first power play of the night. What a nice pass by Ledzianko. Carson just backhanded it wide.
Well, I was going to say, Jody, you don't see Carson Rose very often get a pass like that in the slot, go to his backhand, and that puck doesn't end up far down. So definitely a hook there as he cut across the slot.
Dowler gets the hook. 2 minutes. Birmingham with 1:20 remaining in this period. Of course, if we don't score on the power play, providing no other calls, we'll let the last 40 seconds go into the second period. This is the first power play of the night for either team. Birmingham, the #1 team in the league in power play goals. Power play percentage, 31% success rate. Phil Ledzianko drops it back for Romeo. Returns for Ledzianko, plays it down low. McTavish, a shot save made, rebound loose in the crease. Only had a chance at it. That one stopped. Still loose, finally pounced on by Taylor Joseph. Birmingham really applying the pressure early on in the power play.
Love it, Jody. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Give me more bodies in the house, which is right in front of the goalie, in front of his crease paint. Throw those pucks in on net low, and then it's just a friggin' circus down there, swatting at the pucks. Rebound, rebound, rebound. Bulls had 3 scoring opportunities right there off that one play to the net. Excellent
They
job.
all crashed the net, which really, that was the scoring opportunity there. Now off the draw again, Knoxville controls. Far side, loose puck picked up by Atkins, who'll clear. Mitch Atkins, the former Pensacola Ice Flyer. Now on Knoxville, Birmingham's Ledzianko drops it back for his brother Phil. Gets away from Atkins, gains the blue line, and dumps it in. Played along the far boards. McTavish intercepts, but his pass is knocked away. Now it's loose in the corner. Vance has it. He can't get it out. Birmingham's Phil Ledzianko has it. Ledzianko back at the point for Romeo. We're down to 25 seconds. Look out, Romeo. That's a lazy pass. Birmingham has it. Ledzianko tried to set it up for his brother. That was a little too hard of a pass. We're down to 15 seconds of first period time left. Phil Ledzianko near boards. Back for Romeo. 10 seconds to go now. Ledzianko. Nobody wants to shoot Greg down low. It's play for McTavish, who really had nowhere to go. He was all alone, but the pass in front, he had to kind of spin it around behind it or through his legs to get the shot off. That's a lot of waste of time without a shot right there between the Ledziankos.
Well, that's one of those things, Jordy, where you throw to compliment, and technically that's your PP2 out there. So in that first 10 seconds, they did a great job getting the puck to the net, crashing the net, making things happen, and then they get rewarded with being kept out there longer, and then they go to passing the puck around and not shooting on goal.
Off the draw, that'll do it for the first period of play. Birmingham will carry 40 seconds of power play time over into the second period. As this one is in the books at the end of one period, Birmingham and Knoxville tied at 1. Birmingham out shooting Knoxville 13 to 9. Greg, your impressions of what Birmingham looks like tonight versus what they looked like in Evansville last Saturday night?
I mean, Jody, there's no comparison. I mean, the Bulls came out tonight for the most part. The guys are moving their feet. They're crashing the net. They're taking the body. I mean, this is exactly what we've got to do if you want to separate yourself from the middle of the pack and get up into that top thing. Jody, I want to ask you real quick. So we saw Ojic tonight.
Yeah.
You know, first period under his belt. What grade do you give him?
It's an incomplete right now. I didn't really see him do. The only thing I saw him do at that period, he did deliver a couple of good checks. He did get into a little spat, if you will, in front of the Knoxville bench. But I did see him having a little trouble with the puck on his stick.
Well, here's the breakdown, Jody. I think that the kid, he has great hockey sense. He makes good decisions with the puck, you know, putting it deep when there's no play, making some things happen. But I'll tell you, give him some more credits. He's a big hitter, making things happen. He's out there looking to mix it up. But if you want to stay on this team and you want to make an impact, you've got to skate as fast and have that intensity in your feet that everybody else on the team has. And that's the one thing. If that kid could clean that up, I think he'll be a big impact with the Bulls. But you got to skate.
This is just first period of a brand new team that he knows nobody on and nothing about. I will say this about Tobias Ojic. When he's on the ice, I'm not on the edge of my seat. I'm not worried about what's going to happen because I know he's got the hockey sense to make things happen. He's not making silly mistakes. You can already see that. I don't worry about him making a mistake to cost me.
Exactly.
Whereas someone else, I may worry about that. All right, that's it. The end of one period of play. Birmingham won. Knoxville won. Stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Birmingham Bulls Hockey.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or Coke Life. We may not all agree on the best game day food, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola at the Birmingham Bulls game. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
Yell at a tool? Nobody bats an eye. But talk nicely to your tools, and everyone thinks you're strange. Weird, right? But here's what I know. Great heating techs treat their tools and your equipment with a level of care that borders on talking nicely to it. When you rely on something, you want it to work. And if you want it to work, you treat it as nicely as you can. It's why fall furnace tune-ups are a really smart idea. You're going to rely on that heating system all winter, and you don't want it to fail you when it's freezing cold out. So treat it nicely now, and it'll work when you need it. Problem is, most heating companies in Birmingham don't do the deep cleaning and maintenance you'd assume comes with a tune-up. Just a drive-by inspection, followed by a sales pitch. That bubbified behavior is what I started Excalibur to stand against. So if you want a no-breakdown guaranteed, talk nicely to it tune-up, call
Excalibur.
All right, Jody, 12/28, Legends Night. Get ready for a night of nostalgia and excitement. 70s Legends Night is coming to the Pelham Civic Complex on Saturday, December 28th. Join us as we celebrate the legendary players who paved the way for the Bulls we know and love today. The first 1,000 adults through the door will receive a tumbler featuring the Bulls' iconic 70s logo, courtesy of Ridgeline Realty and the Chesser team. Doors open at 6 and the puck drops at 7. As your Bulls take on the Macon Mayhem, don't miss your chance to honor their legends and cheer them on with the Bulls team. Secure your tickets now at bullshockey.net. That's bullshockey.net.
You are the barbecue boss, the sultan
It's the
of...
classic dilemma at Whataburger. You pick up your patty melt with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melted Monterey Jack cheese, grilled onions, and creamy pepper sauce. And just when you're about to dig into Whataburger's take on this all-time classic, someone utters the dreaded words.
Can I have a bite?
Should you? Shouldn't you? Maybe you just take a big bite so you don't have to answer. Good thing that dilemma's over. Good thing there's the patty melt at Whataburger.
Seven.
All right, Greg, college nights. We're having one tonight. A lot better crowd tonight than we had the last one. College night. Birmingham Bulls are bringing you college night Thursday. 2 exciting games you don't want to miss. Of course, tonight, if you're here, you're already enjoying the fun. But the Bulls face off on Thursday, December 26th. The day after Christmas, the team takes on the Peoria Rivermen. College students get exclusive $10 tickets and access to Thirsty Thursday specials, drink specials. Doors open at 6. Head to the box office for your discounted tickets. Don't miss all the action with Birmingham Bulls hockey versus the Peoria Rivermen the day after Christmas, December 26th.
Over the mountain, Vulcan on the right. Lineup is set and the roster's tight. Blades laced up and the twigs feeling right. Going Bulls deep in the ring tonight. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo. Load up the bullpen, fire up the crowd. Turning Bulls loose, make the family proud. About to drop the puck, gonna go bar down. Boys crash the crease and tear up this town. House, Bulls country, rulers of the Cahaba Valley. House, Bulls country, rulers of the Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo. Tempest flare gloves hit the ice. Kick his ass not once but twice. Down south losing is a sin. Bulls light the lamp and the good gods win. Steel on ice and hearts on fire. Every goal takes us higher and higher. In the valley under the stars so bright. We fight for glory, we fight tonight. Our house, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. Our house, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo.
12/27, church night, December 27th, 2 days after Christmas. Attention church groups and Bulls fans. Mark your calendars for church night with the Birmingham Bulls on Wednesday, December 27th at the Pelham Civic Complex. Church groups of 10 or more are invited to join us for a special rate, making a night of fun and fast-paced action as the Bulls take on the Peoria Rivermen. The first 1,000 kids through the door will receive an exclusive 2024-25 Birmingham Bulls trading card pack. Doors open at 6. Want to bring your group of 10 or more? Call the Bulls office today at 205-620-6870 to lock in your spots. That's 205-620-6870. Individual tickets are also available now at bullshockey.net.
Yell at a tool? Nobody bats an eye. But talk nicely to your tools, and everyone thinks you're strange. Weird, right? But here's what I know. Great heating techs treat their tools and your equipment with a level of care that borders on talking nicely to it. When you rely on something, you want it to work. And if you want it to work, you treat it as nicely as you can. It's why fall furnace tune-ups are a really smart idea. You're going to rely on that heating system all winter. And you don't want it to fail you when it's freezing cold out. So treat it nicely now, and it'll work when you need it. Problem is, most heating companies in Birmingham don't do the deep cleaning and maintenance you'd assume comes with a tune-up. Just a drive-by inspection, followed by a sales visit. That bubblified behavior is what I started at Calendar to stand against. So if you want a no-breakdown guaranteed, talk nicely to a tune-up, call
Services.
Jody Chernesky back at the Pelham Civic Complex along with Greg Drevening. 1-1 the score between Birmingham and Knoxville at the end of one period of play. Once again, Birmingham tonight without goaltender Hayden Stewart put on the IR, the 14-day IR retroactive to this past Sunday. Signing Daniel Davidson as a backup in his place, but tonight Austin Lotz, of course, gets the nod. Tomorrow night, they're back, as you said, Greg, right back on the road in Knoxville. These two teams facing each other again. You see, with Roanoke on the horizon on Saturday night, do you see Davidson getting his first start tomorrow night in Knoxville?
I don't know, Jody. It just kind of depends. I mean, new guy who came in, I think he started off the year, he played a game in Fayetteville, and then after Fayetteville, he lost that game. Gave up 4, at about middle of the 8 save percentage, and then went to Evansville, I believe.
Yep.
Was there for a day. CC was returned from the East Coast League, so we didn't get to see any action there. I don't know. I'd like to see him in a practice first, but like I said, it just kind of depends on how much work Austin Lotz gets tonight. and see how he does. But definitely there's a strong chance. Maybe, I don't know, they'll be on the bus. They'll get on the bus tonight, drive it. If they have a pregame skate
I think they're going to wait till tomorrow
Yeah.
to go. So they'll at least get to sleep in their own beds tonight. You know, Greg, in the last 5 games, Birmingham has not scored more than 3 goals in each of those 5 games, yet they've won 5 of their last 8. All but one of those wins, however, have came against teams in the lower third of the league. How do we generate some offense?
Well, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. I think what we saw at a PP2 there at the end of the period for the first 15 seconds of the shift, that's exactly what you've got to do. You've got to get those pucks low to the net. You've got to create traffic, and you've just got to outstick them out front. And on the scoreboard tonight, Jody, it's a Thursday night. You know, we've got Knoxville and the Bulls here tied at 1 after the first. And the only other game today was Peoria, and they played Evansville. It was an early morning game, as you said earlier. Yeah. And Peoria handled that one very easily. It must be like a kid's day at school where they bring all the kids out
Yeah,
of school.
it was. I
give them
watched a little of it this
Was
morning.
it?
Yeah. But, I mean, Peoria, you better watch out for Peoria and Roanoke. That's all I got to say. They're about to come into their own. 2 shutouts in a row for Peoria. Also, Greg, Birmingham's power play, we have 40 seconds remaining on it. Best power play in the league, 31% success rate. However, the worst penalty killing unit in the league is also the Birmingham Bulls. We've scored 15 power play goals, but given up 16 power play goals that we can't kill. We're -1 on special teams.
Right. Well, that's something that you'll see here, and I guarantee you, for the next 40 seconds, Jody, you're going to see power play 1 back out there. You're going to see the, usual suspects, as we call them. I think you're going to see Rose out there with Brierly and Glover.
Kozarev.
Yep, the likes of that. So we'll see how the Bulls come out, but definitely something that the Bulls have to clean up just a little bit is that penalty kill, maybe with a little more intensity. I don't know, but, hey, the good news is it's good to be at the top of the category in one, even if you have to be at the bottom of the other, because you can always climb out of the basement.
I just like to see a positive aspect of it, not -1 in specialty teams, but I want to score more power play goals than I'm giving up. You know? All right. As we count down getting to start the second period of play, we've still got no word about what happened to Stephen Mundinger for Knoxville. He is on the bench. He's a big guy. You remember last year he was in Pensacola and he shut out Birmingham twice. He also beat Birmingham in Knoxville a couple of weeks ago in overtime 4-3, which reminds me, Birmingham not very well in overtime. We've only won 1 in 4 games in overtime or a shootout this season, and dating back to last year in extra time, Birmingham's dropped 9 out of 12 in extra time.
And what we've seen so far tonight out of Joseph, Jody does really well on the shots that are straight on that he could see. You know, even handles his deflections pretty good. Not a whole lot of rebounds, but you get him moving east to west. That's where he seems to struggle, is moving that, following the puck across his crease. So the Bulls definitely want to focus in on that, cycle the puck low, get him moving east to west, see if they can't pot one here in the next 40 seconds.
All right, 40 seconds of power play time remaining. McGregor Sinclair for Birmingham. Jimmy Soper for Knoxville. Sinclair controls, tips it back to Brierly, and Birmingham will have to hurry. They'll tip it ahead. That's off the stick of Glover. Taken by Standard, but taken away nicely by Sinclair. Now Rose pressures down behind the Knoxville net. They can't clear, kept alive by Brierly. Loose along the boards, played by Knoxville. That's Toby. He'll drop it back to Vance, who lifts it all the way down the ice, steered aside by Lotz. 15 seconds of power play time for Birmingham. Maybe time for one last rush. 3-on-2 if we hurry. Far side, Carson Rose. In front, looking for a deflection. That was just too high. Now behind the net, Glover has it. Tried to walk out in front, but tipped away from him, and Knoxville is back at full and even strength. Brendan Dowler just right out of the box just spins one right in on Lotz, who steers it aside for Brierly. Long head manning pass connects with Rose. Rose near side. Olnick with a shot. Save May. That was a dangerous looking shot. Gave Taylor Joseph a little trouble. It kind of handcuffed him, but he squeezed it between the pads.
Hey, great pass there by Rose, identifying Olnick, skating through the slot. Knoxville's D stepped up on him. They kind of crammed him a little bit, but he still handled that pass and then skated into where he put the puck, Jody, and didn't try and do anything fancy with it, just a quick little shot. Almost caught Joseph off guard, but good job there by the Bulls. I like that shoot first mentality.
Dorsey has it. He'll send one, try to get it past it. Higgins, it hit him, but it comes right down to Olnick. Olnick tried to get a shot off. It's poked away from him by Osick. Olnick behind the net for McTavish, watched by Helen. Draws it for Romeo, who pinches in, tried a centering pass, deflected away, and Knoxville will clear. Derek Osick tried to set it up for Helen. Nice play by Birmingham to take the puck away. Can't clear the zone. That's Williams behind the Bulls' net. Gives it to Skelly, who takes a shot, a bad angle shot, almost beat Lotz, and he turns around the other side of the goal, and this time Lotz just kind of spun across, made the save. Greg, that shot on the near side, it looked like it had the mark between the post and Lotz's arm.
Well, Skelly had eyes on that when he shot a little laser about knee-high at Lotz. Lotz doing a good job getting over, collapsing down against the post. And then Scully had a lot of room by himself, came around, picked up his rebound, went around the other side and tried to do it again. So good job. Great defensive awareness there by Lotz to pick it up on both sides of the net.
Off the draw, Knoxville has it. Carson Vance just hammers one behind the net to keep it in the Bull zone, comes far side. Atkins in front, intercepted there though by Lotz, who holds on. They'll have another draw. Birmingham has Kip Ledzianko out with Gino. I'm sorry. Tobias Ojic. Man, I apologize if the Ojic family's listening. That makes me feel bad. Face off to the left of Austin Lotz. But Tobias Ojic is on the ice. Birmingham controls. That's Green with it. Behind his own net, near side for Kip Ledzianko, or Ojic, who'll get it out to center ice. Played back in by Dawson McKinney. Green for Ledzianko. He had it tipped away from him. Olsen tried a centering pass, intercepted by Kyler Matthews, who has the puck in the far side or near side corner. Matthews, cross ice pass, connects with Ojic. Ojic tips it into the near corner, going in after Ledzianko. Centering pass for Ojic. His shot just high. Far side. Bulls have it. That's Clark. Back at the point for Brierly. He takes a one-timer. Save made. Rebound loose. And that far board's picked up by Carson Vance, who'll back it behind his own net. Played by Brendan Dowler. Nice forecheck there by Ledzianko. Dowler having trouble. Ledzianko takes it away. There's his brother Phil with the puck now. Far boards for Carson Rose. He circles. Down low, deflected. That one goes wide off the stick of Ledzianko and comes right to Carson Vance, who will clear the zone. Right in on Lotz. Brierly will take the puck off of his stick. Taylor Brierly through center ice. Finally gets it in. Played behind the net. Taylor Joseph's stick got up on Kozarev, and he's down.
Didn't see it.
Birmingham still with the puck. Kozarev down on his knees. There's a puck loose in the slot. Birmingham short a man. Somebody needs to get up there and see what's going on with Kozarev. He took the stick of Taylor Joseph right to his face. I don't know if it was his eye. I don't know if his nose or his forehead. But that clearing pass by Taylor Joseph got Kozarev flush, Greg.
Well, it was one of those things where Joseph was behind the net. Kozarev attacked the puck from his back. So Joseph didn't see him coming. He played it around, but as a goalie, when you clear that puck forward, that big blade of his stick, and you see the hook he's got on the end of it.
Oh, boy.
And Kozarev just skated right into his stick. It caught him right in the face. And we can't really see due to the boards down there if there's any
Kozarev had a towel squeezed up against his face. And they are pointing to the blood on the ice. I just hope that it can be handled with a few stitches on the jaw or on the cheek, and it's not an eye situation. That one scared me, Greg, when I saw his stick get up and Kozarev go down quickly as he did.
Well, and that's the thing with Kozarev, Jody. He's never going anywhere slow, that's for sure, and he was moving when he came around that net and literally just flew right into the end of that stick of Joseph.
I always say you're responsible for your own stick. Joseph's stick did get in the air, but you're right, Kozarev skated into it. It's inadvertent at best, or at worst it was inadvertent, but I don't like what I saw. I mean, he went down like he had been hit hard, and he was. As they take the scrapers on the ice. Why don't we take a break? 16:35 to go here in the second period of play. Birmingham 1, Knoxville 1. Stay with us. You're listening to Birmingham.
Over the mountain, Vulcan on the right. Lineup is set and the roster's tight. Blades laced up and the twigs feeling right. Going Bulls deep in the ring tonight. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. House, Bulls country, rulers of Cahaba Valley. No, this ain't no rodeo. Load up the bullpen, fire up the crowd. Turning Bulls loose, make the family proud.
All right, Jody Chernesky and Greg Dravney back at the Pellin Civic Complex. We're still doing a little house cleaning down along the near boards. I'm hoping everything is okay with Nikita. He's an unbelievable hockey player. Nice guy to be around, and spoken with him many times before and after games. But that was not a pretty sight. Greg, what do you have for us?
Definitely not, Jody. Hard to believe 2025 is right around the corner, Jody. It's coming quick. And I tell you what a better way to start off the new year than coming out for some Bulls hockey. And on 1-4, one of the biggest nights of the year, Kid Jersey Night, Saturday, January 4th. It's Kid Jersey Night with the Birmingham Bulls. The first 1,000 kids, 14 and under, will get a free replica jersey, courtesy of UAB Sports Medicine, Encore, and Fox 6. Doors open at 6, and the puck drops at 7 as your Bulls take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers. This is one of our most anticipated promotions of the season, so don't wait. Get your tickets now at bullshockey.net. Don't miss Kids Jersey Night, Saturday, January 4th with the Birmingham Bulls.
All right, we're about ready to get back to action. 16:35 to go, second period. The ice is all cleaned up. McGregor Sinclair on the draw for Birmingham in the Knoxville zone. Sinclair controls, gets it back to Dorsey. He turns and spins, save made. Taylor Joseph had a little trouble with that one again. He's having trouble with those low shots from far out. That one he squeezed between his right arm and his body.
Definitely something you want to focus on there with the Bulls, Jody. He's not playing bad. He just, doesn't look comfortable out there.
We'll do it again. Face off to his right or left. Dorsey has it. Sinclair's winning the draws. He sends it for Olnick. Olnick loses it, though, to Cam Toby, and he'll clear it back to center ice. Tyler Williams goes down, sends the puck ahead to Osick. Osick has it taken away from him. Williams up, keeps it alive in the Bull zone for Osick. Nice poke check away by Ryan Romeo. And he'll send it behind the net for Dorsey. Dorsey, his pass connects, but it's with McTavish. He's poked off the play, and the puck comes into the Knoxville zone. Played along the near side out. Matthews turns it right back in. Lastman, a long pass off the stick of Knoxville. Birmingham takes it, sends it right back in. Ledzianko, he takes a shot from Olsen, but still hangs on to the puck. Phil Ledzianko for Higgins. He takes a shot off the glass. Matthews tries to fight to keep it alive. He does for the moment. Now it's taken away. Here comes Knoxville's Dawson McKinney. Cross-ice pass, Mitch Atkins, the shot goes wide. The Birmingham Bulls bench was upset about something, Greg. There's a centering pass through the slot. Mitch Atkins has it for Knoxville behind the net. He centers one out in front. Lucas Helena's shot, his shot whistled wide. McKinney behind the net for Atkins. Nice play by Birmingham's Higgins. He just stops the puck and gives it to Austin Lotz. Now, beside Lotz, couple of players tied up. It looks like it's Tobias Ojic and Dawson McKinney. They got tied up. Looks like nothing will come of it. Ojic still with a few words for McKinney. As they were separated, Ojic went right back at him.
They were, and I think in that situation, Jody, you're looking at Ojic, and McKinney gave him a little shot like he wanted to party, And Ojic just said, okay, you want to party, let's dance. And
well, Lucas Helen and Ojic
Yep.
now mouthing out. Lucas Helen, I'll tell you a little bit about him. He's a very slender young man, but he can throw him, Greg. I saw him fight in Evansville against Bronson Adams, and it was one of the best fights I've ever seen in this league. He's wearing the face mask, that is Lucas Helen, a full face guard, because Bronson Adams broke his orbital bone with a hard right to his eye. So I'm sure he's taken notice of Tobias Ojic, and he knows his reputation. And Ojic had words for him as well as Dawson McKinney. That's what I love to see.
Wow.
Ojic's not backing down from anything or anybody.
Exactly, and you see what that does, Jody, because now you went from a situation where everybody was focused on putting pucks on Austin Lott, and now you've got everybody on the entire Knoxville bench, including Helen, all talking about Ojic, and what are we going to do about this? You know, somebody's got to answer the bell here, and, you know, we'll see what they bring. But, yeah, with Helen with the bubble on, I mean, he's out of the equation, Jody. I think that they've got to look to somebody else besides him, because with coming from a recovery on an orbital bone, he's not going to be throwing him anytime soon, I don't think.
29 penalty minutes on the year for Helen, but nothing since he's broken his orbital bone. Off the draw, look out, Egan had a shot. There's Stannard with a shot. That one is stopped by Austin Lott. Loose puck, far corner. Egan goes in after it for Knoxville. Glover on him. Puck comes free. Centering pass out front. Kip Ledzianko intercepts. Back comes Birmingham. 3-on-2 if we hurry. Near side, Carson Rose takes a shot. Save. Rebound. Popped down for Ledzianko. He couldn't control it. He's taken down on the play, and he's hurt. Back in the Birmingham zone. Stannard has it. Stannard gets it back to Soper. Soper takes a shot. Blocker save made by Lotz. Egan centers a pass for Dowler, gloved after the deflection off the Glover stick, who's shattered, and Lotz will hold on for the faceoff. Had a Knoxville player go down as well, Dalton Skelly.
Yep.
He's getting some attention on the bench. He left the stick on the ice in the Bulls zone, but that was a dangerous-looking play with Ledzianko going down awkwardly into the boards.
Yeah, Ledzianko went down. Skelly came in and played the body. I think Skelly got the worst of that, either on that red dasher that goes around the top of the boards. But, you know, Ledzianko came out of that. He was looking for a little retribution. And, you know, not much out of Skelly there. He was just trying to get his way back to the bench.
Face off in the Bulls zone. Bulls control. Romeo gets it back for his partner, Dorsey. And Bulls backhanded out. Sinclair drops it back for McTavish. Down low, Sinclair, a nice idea. He chipped it right in, trying to kind of fool Taylor Joseph. He wasn't expecting a shot, but it did hit him. He holds on for the draw.
And you know, once again, here we go, Jody, with the Bulls carrying the play. They seem to be controlling the puck a lot. It's a lot cleaner in the neutral zone.
Yeah,
the second
it is.
period, not so much kind of chipping and slashing. And, you
It was
know,
real sloppy in the neutral zone first period play.
Yep.
McGregor Sinclair wins again on the draw. Bulls have it. Dorsey with a shot deflected wide. Puck loose along the near side. Williams chips it ahead through center ice. Dorsey right back in. Sinclair chips it for the Bulls. Dowler has it for Knoxville. Gets away from McTavish, but Ledzianko takes it away from him. He takes a hit by Dowler, but the Bulls put it right back in the Knoxville zone. Tyler Williams drops it back on defense for Carson Vance. Return pass for Vance. He wasn't expecting it, and kind of loose on the near side. Ledzianko for Higgins. Behind the Knoxville net, tied up. Ledzianko and Higgins fighting for control, along with Brendan Dowler of Knoxville. Carson Vance comes in to help out along with Tyler Williams. Now a nice play. There's Ledzianko and Tyler Williams really getting after each other. Puck still tied up into the corner. Higgins tying it up. They're trying to poke it free from Higgins. Still loose. Brendan Dowler finally takes it and sends it far boards. Branshaw will skate away, 2-on-1. Look out. Branshaw for Williams. Williams takes a shot. Save made by Lotz. Puck loose in the Bull zone, picked up by Matthews. 12.5 to go, second period. Score still tied 1. Kepledzianko ahead. His pass taken away by Toby. Toby hounded by Glover. Everyone thought a whistle blew, but it didn't. Olsen gets it back for Dawson McKinney. Centering pass off the stick of Matthews. Goes into the far corner. Puck comes free. It's taken by Mitch Atkins. Back at the point for Toby. His shot deflected wide. Centering pass. That's Atkins. Has it in front. A deflection by Olsen. Nice save by Lutz.
I tell you what, Jody, that right there is a big save by us. I don't know if it was as big as the one he made before that, but that is a very dangerous tip in there where Lott's moving from right to left across his net. The tip coming in, good little low shot, but he was right there, corralled it in, got it in there between his knees, covered it up. That's a big save.
That 2-on-1 save was a nice one.
Yep.
Face off to his right. McTavish and Soper on the draw. Loose at their skates, picked up by Matt Clark of the Bulls. Kepledzianko drops it. Here comes Carson Rose. Look out, left wing side. Rose crashes in. Backhands a shot. Skate save. Kicked out, actually, by Taylor Joseph, who takes that shot and gloves it. Taylor Joseph looking a little bit calmer now than he did the first 5 minutes of this period.
Well, definitely, especially with Carson Rose coming in down that left side, Jody. He comes in with so much speed. And then he has that kind of takeaway. It kind of reminds me of the Jamie Hicks toe drag, where you think the puck's moving, but he's just moving his stick in his body. Exactly what Rose did there. Tried to cut across and catch up to it, and just got cut off by the Knoxville defender.
Sinclair on the draw for Birmingham. He's won the last 4 faceoffs. That one's a draw, but it comes to Olnick, who chips it behind the net for McTavish. Drops it back for Glover, but the puck will come near side. Brierly has it. Brierly couldn't get it in deep. Knoxville intercepts. Look out. Tyler Williams coming in. Centers a pass for Osick. Nice play by Taylor Brierly to knock that pass away. Picked up by Knoxville. Branshaw drops it. Helen takes a shot well wide. Goes far side. Skelly plays it for Williams. Poke checked away nicely by the Bulls. McTavish chips it ahead, and here comes Birmingham's Colton Olnick. Olnick takes the shot. It's deflected by Branshaw wide. Matt Clark with it now for the Bulls. Plays it, looking for a deflection. It goes wide of the net, and the puck now played behind the net by Knoxville. Branshaw has it, and he'll just chip it out in the Bull zone. Look out. Dawson McKinney will pick it up. Pass. Actually, the shot and the skate save kicked out by Lotz. Carson Vance in his own zone for Knoxville. Gets it ahead for McKinney. Dorsey on him, ties him up. Loose puck along the far boards, picked up by Atkins. Mitch Atkins with a shot, goes behind the net, rebound right into the crease, and the whistle blows. That puck just laid on the goal line there, Greg, and the net comes off its moorings. Wow. Birmingham fortunate that didn't just bounce in.
I think it kind of caught Dorsey by surprise there, Jody. It took kind of a funny bounce off the boards, popped over the side of the goal, and came right out by our right goal post there. Dorsey came in, the puck was right on his stick, and he just tried to push it back on top of the net and then skated into the goal and knocked it off. So a smart play by Dorsey, but yeah, very dangerous play there with Austin Lott still on the left side of the net.
That goal doesn't look too sturdy. It looked very, very shaky when they put it back on the moorings. But we'll get back to play here. Face off in the Birmingham zone. Olsen for Knoxville. Controls the draw. Atkins taken down by Dorsey. No call. There's a shot taken. Poked away by Rose out of his net. Joseph smartly plays that one, or Rose was all in alone. He may have saved a goal there, Greg.
Yeah, good heads-up play there. You don't want to face Rose on a breakaway.
McKinney takes it back in the Bull zone. That shot deflected by Romeo out of the way, and that's just a smart play by Taylor Joseph. If Rose gets that at the blue line and skates in, I don't think he makes a mistake.
Well, and especially Rose, he's got so much range with his stick, and he's just a tall individual and stuff like that. That's the best I've seen Joseph play the puck all night. So good job there.
Soper on the draw for Knoxville. Birmingham controls. Ryan Romeo lives it to center ice. Vance gloves it, drops it, keeps it alive for Knoxville, but they'll rule that offside. And Standard was in ahead of the play. So with 9:57 to go here in the second period of play, our second media timeout of the period, Birmingham and Knoxville still knotted at 1. Things tightening up, Greg.
Definitely are, Jody. You know, if I'm the Bulls, one thing what I'm seeing here for them to focus on is the Knoxville defenders, when they're holding our blue line, they aren't very quick to release out of our zone and get back into the neutral zone. And those little chips they get past them, those Knoxville D really struggle in the neutral zone trying to make plays, kicking that puck down low. So if I'm the Bulls, gain control in your zone, send that far side, stretch that far side winger out, and you'll be seeing like Carson Rose play there when he broke up that play, blocked a shot, and away he went. I think if you can get behind Knoxville's D, I don't think they're catching you anytime soon.
A lot more energy out of the Bulls tonight than we've seen lately. Let's just be honest. Now, the scoring chances are there. Joseph has shut the door for the most part. The last couple of saves have been really good ones. He looked shaky at the start of this period, but you just got to keep putting the pressure on, no?
Definitely. One of those things, Jody, where sometimes bringing a new body into the locker room is a good thing.
Here comes Rose all alone, walks in, takes a shot, save again. Joseph as Rose walked in on nice pass in front, another one. Still loose, Ledzianko comes in with Glover there, but Taylor Joseph right on the spot covers it up. That may have been the biggest save of the night for Taylor Joseph.
Absolutely, and I really like that look from the Bulls, Jody. They got a good scoring opportunity right there off Rose coming in. Kareem's around the far side, cycles down low into the corner, throws the puck back on net, and there's Glover right in front, causing all kinds of trouble for Joseph and the Knoxville D. And then Ledzianko coming in on the back door too. So the Bulls doing a great job crashing the net and making things happen.
Sinclair on the draw for Birmingham in the Knoxville zone. They'll toss Knoxville and we'll try it again. Tyler Williams will come in on the draw now for Knoxville. Picked up by the Bulls. Holnick tried to get it to Matthews. He couldn't. Williams intercepts his pass, and he'll skate it into the Bulls zone. Tyler Williams all the way. In front of deflection. That one was just wide by Branshaw as Green had him tied up. Williams really quick. Goes around the horn behind the net, taken down by Olnick. Puck still underneath of Williams. He kicks it free to Osick. Tyler Williams, a very fast skater. Derek Osick now with the puck. Watched by Sinclair. Hangs on to it. He'll center one in front, deflected by the Bulls defense. Branshaw picks it up, though. He turns and spins. That one goes high. Knoxville, all the pressure in the world. Now in front, Branshaw had it, tipped away, and Birmingham finally clears the zone.
Wow.
Much needed line change for the Bulls. Toby banks one off the boards, but not past Ojic, who'll bring it in. Ojic takes a shot, pad or blocker save made, pad save that is, made by Taylor Joseph. McKinney had it. Clark tied him up into the Bull zone. Behind the net is played for Mitch Atkins. He takes a hit from Brierly. Brierly takes the puck away. It squirts right into Lodge. Cleared to the side. Knoxville keeps it alive. Now Ojic has it. He gets it ahead to Higgins. Higgins brings it into the Knoxville zone. Can't get around. Scully, a shot save made. A nice shot by Higgins, but Joseph was there. Brierly lifts one. This one's going to be a penalty on the Bulls. Or unless they rule it deflected. Brierly just lifted that into the stands. I thought they'd call a delay of game, Greg.
Well, it's one of those ones, Jody, where it looked like he tried to lift it with the blade of his stick. And I want to say it rolled up and double hit off his shaft and went straight up into the air. So they may give him a double tap ruling there and call it deflection.
Faceoff will come back at center ice, so I think you're right. Soper on the draw for Knoxville. Now that one, Glover takes a stick to the face. He's kind of smarting, but he's going to get back into the action. A lot of sticks up in this game, Greg.
Definitely. God, especially wearing those half visors, Jody. It's so dangerous with those sticks flying around.
Romeo sends it far side for Dorsey. He tried to get it to Ledzianko. It's deflected. Glover will pick it up in the Knoxville zone. A nice move. Rose was there. He couldn't get the stick on the puck in time. Carson Rose, a backhander save made. Rebound loose. Glover's there. Save made by Joseph, though. Back at the point, Romeo. Far side, Dorsey. Had it taken away from him. but it's still in the Knoxville zone. Now it's finally clear. Dorsey will send it right back. Stannard for Knoxville. Sends it behind the net. Lotz plays it. Backhands one out along the boards, all the way from McGregor Sinclair to Ledzianko. Sinclair will bring it in the Knoxville zone. He'll try and cut behind the net. Vance pokes it away from him, though, and has the puck. Carson Vance can't get it out. Matthews keeps it alive. In front, stick save made by Joseph. Green pinches in, keeps it alive for the Bulls along the far boards. McTavish lost it, and here comes Knoxville the other way. Look out, Stannard gets past Green. Matthews is back. Backhander save made by Lotz, and he'll hold it for a face-off.
I tell you what, Jody, on that last one down there, Carson Rose pulling that backhander, goes bar down. He had Joseph beat it, hits the bar, comes down out the other side. The Bulls causing all kinds of traffic down there in front of the net, trying to make it happen. But Joseph's standing tall with a little help back there from his friends.
Goaltender's best friend is the post. Agreed or disagree?
Agree.
Face-off in the Bulls zone. Birmingham out shooting Knoxville 30-17, 6:53 to go here in the second, and score tied at 1.
That's the thing about the goalpost, Jody. You could always tell by the sound where it was going.
Tyler Williams, a shot save made by Lotz, and that was an excellent save by Lotz. Williams had that marked upstairs. Derek Osick drops it back. There's a shot from the point again. Lotz save, rebound loose, and he steers it right underneath, and he'll cover it with his legs. Tyler Williams, Greg, is unbelievable with the puck on his stick.
Yep, he is very shifty, Jody. He comes in with the puck. You think he's going to do something, and then he holds on to it. He comes around, and I'm telling you, the kid's got a shot. He is, for a rookie, yeah, he is going to be exciting to watch here in the future.
They're happy to have him back. He was just activated off the IR today as they put defenseman Kyle Soper on the IR. Off the draw in the Bull zone, fought for a loose in that face-off circle, sent to the far boards. There's a shot from the point, well wide. Vance keeps it alive for Knoxville. Branshaw has it behind the Bulls' net. Brierly on him. Brierly takes the puck away. Loses it though as Williams takes it off his stick. His shot goes wide. Played along the near boards, and Ledzianko chips it out. Going in after it. Rose has it. Dowler takes him off the play, and Vance will pick it up. Now Dowler takes Rose down.
Now you send out OJ.
Back comes Olsen. He lost the puck. Sent out to center ice. Rose has it again. Chipped it ahead for Sinclair. Sinclair with the backhander goes wide of the net. McTavish comes in looking for a hit. He misses the mark on Olsen. Loose puck now in the Knoxville zone. Taken by Olsen and cleared into center ice. Far side Branshaw, Lastman just sends it in deep. Mitch Atkins has it. Takes the hit by Dorsey, but sets it up for Carson Vance. In front, Olsen with a shot looking for a deflection. That one's wide, and it's chipped ahead. Ledzianko almost chipped it away from Toby. Couldn't do it. Olsen has it now for Knoxville.
Good job by Ledzianko there. That's that neutral zone pressure we're talking about, Jody.
Mitch Atkins brings it into the Bull zone, taken away by Dorsey, and he'll send it right back out. 5 minutes left here in the second period. Score still tied at 1. And that puck loose, picked up by Ledzianko. A shot, and it got by Taylor Joseph, but just trickled wide. Toby has it for Knoxville. He'll send it far side. A big hit there by Ojic on Toby. Now in front for McKinney. He couldn't get his stick on the puck. Birmingham has it. They'll just chip it out to center ice. Dalton Skelly knocks it away. Mitch Atkins for Knoxville brings it into the Bulls zone, drops it back for Skelly. Skelly in front. A shot goes wide. Now Lotz goes down with the traffic in front. Skelly with a shot, a low one along the ice. Lotz gets his glove on it and squeezes it and holds it with 4:18 to go here in the second.
That was it, Jody. That was Soper down there giving Lotz all kinds of trouble on that back post. Coming around, Lotzie trying to make a save. Soper was tied up by the Bulls defender, but got his stick in there behind Lotz's skate, so Lotz couldn't secure his footing. And Like I said, anytime there's anybody around Austin Lotz or even his stick, whether it's intentional or not, you've got to clear those guys out because it only takes a skate on a stick blade and you're in trouble.
There's been a lot of talk in the NHL this year about goaltender interference penalties, exactly what constitutes it, exactly what's okay. Anytime you're impeding movement or possible movement of a goaltender, they've been calling it in the NHL.
Well, obviously we're not in the NHL.
Yeah, well, you're right about that. That's about the truest statement we've had all year long. Taylor Joseph, every break, Greg, kneels down on his right knee and stares at his goal. Every break. Now he'll slowly skate back to his net. I'm not taking away anything from him, but you goaltenders are weird, buddy. You're just weird people.
Jody, I will agree with you 100% on that comment because we're different. And you know what? If he's got to sit there and look down at his goal and maybe in his mind he's making the post bigger, I don't know, but it's working for him tonight.
So far, so good. 31-20 Bulls out shooting Knoxville, but the score tied at 1. Face-off controlled by Birmingham. This Corson Green. Run the far boards taken away by Knoxville. There's loose in the slot. Backhanding a pass, still loose. Soper couldn't get a stick on the puck. Played by Matthews to Rose. He's trying to get it out, but can't. Finally does. Carson Rose skates away, has Ledzianko with him with Matthews. Draws it back for Kyler Matthews. A shot save made by Joseph. Nice shot by Matthews. Good idea. Joseph comes up big again.
Good job there by Matthews, Jody, but you still see just that extra little move by Matthews. If he can get that shot off clean, maybe he can catch Joseph coming across. But nonetheless, got it off in traffic. Joseph came across, made a good save.
Lucas Helen's looking for a dance partner. First it was Kip Ledzianko, then he tried to go to Brierly, and he's hopping his bench now and laughing, mouthing with someone on the Bulls bench. It's easy to do that when you have a full face guard, is it not?
That's what I'm saying. Unless he wants to go out there to center ice and undo the buckle and go buckets and gloves, then he needs to stay on the bench.
Behind the net, Knoxville Dowler plays it ahead, and back comes Dubé Plouffe into the Bull zone. Plouffe tried to set it to Soper, who gets a shot. Stick safe through traffic by Lotz. Now here we go beside. Here comes Matt Clark coming in as he took liberties with, I believe it was McTavish. Carson Vance tying up another player. No punches thrown, but tempers flaring, Greg.
Hey, they're just letting them know, Jody, if you want to get in around that zone, you're going to do something to one of my teammates, you're going to get payback. It doesn't matter. It might not be the guy you took a shot at, but hey, hats off to Clark right there because that's the kind of camaraderie we're looking for.
Again, we haven't seen that a lot this year. I'm glad we're seeing more of it now.
Oh, absolutely.
It makes a big difference on a hockey team when you know somebody's there for you.
And I'll tell you, Jody, it's contagious. So you watch, you got that little snowball effect. Take the snowball, roll it down the mountain, and here come the Bulls.
Face-off dropped in the Bull zone. Tyler Williams, look out. He scrolls away. Backhander through the slot, knocked down by Brierly. Wow, is he quick with the puck. Knocked away from him, but Knoxville controls. Osick. There's a centering pass. They score off the stick of Jason Branshaw. Osick with a centering pass and a one-timer by Branshaw, his second of the night.
Well, you saw Osick, good job down low there, pulled it apart. Bulls just got their defensive coverage, just kind of messed up a little bit there, Jody. They had 3 guys within that, but Branshaw got off away, found that open ice. Osick threw it to him through a pair of skates.
That play was made by Tyler Williams, keeping that puck alive, though.
Absolutely.
The puck found its way onto the stick of Osick. Nice pass and a better shot by Branshaw. But that Tyler Williams has impressed me tonight. Put back in the Bull zone off the draw. Dowler picked up by Jamie Dorsey. Ahead for Ledzianko. Drops it back for Higgins, far side. Played by Glover in front, goes wide. Higgins takes a big hit. Oh, my goodness, from Brendan Dowler. Slow to get up, but he's okay. Tyler Williams with the puck. He'll come off the ice, thank goodness, chips it into the Bull zone. Now Dorsey takes the hit behind his own net from Osick. Birmingham, Jamie Dorsey for Ledzianko. Drops it back for his brother Phil. Little discombobulated right now, the Bulls are in their own zone. Look out, almost gave it away. Romeo finally just chips it ahead and back 3-on-2 come the Bulls. Rose has it. Rose tried to set it up for Lezianko. Off the mark. There's a centering pass for Romeo. Bulls almost collide. Back comes Mitch Atkins into the Bull zone. He gets away from one man, has a puck, backhander score. You got to be kidding me. He got away from two Bulls defensemen, and a seeing eye puck on that backhander gives Knoxville a 3-1 lead.
That's the thing about Atkins there. He didn't even look at the net. And you talk about shot selection, everything like that. He just pulled the puck through the Bulls defender's feet, came around, didn't even look at the net, and just whacked it where he thought Loss wouldn't be. And that one had seeing eyes right off the inside left post, and the Bulls are down 3-1 just like that.
8th goal of the year for Mitch Atkins, giving Knoxville the 2-goal lead. 2:17 to go, second period, and what was a second period that Birmingham seemed to be in control of has turned into a nightmare. Lots out of his net, plays himself off the boards. McTavish couldn't catch up with it first. Knoxville has it. Now loose at center ice, sloppy again. Sent back into the Bull zone where Birmingham has it. Clark gets away from Egan, but the puck comes right into Knoxville. Stannard has it. Just inside that center ice stripe, gloved by Brierly, sent far side. Bulls have it. Sinclair for McTavish, off his stick. Set up for Soper. He'll set it up far side for Egan. Watched by Clark. Egan with the puck. Tied up along the boards. Gets it to Stannard. McGregor Sinclair on him. Egan with it. Near side for Soper. A minute and a half to go, second period. Bulls down by 2. Olnick just chips it in. Bulls will change lines. Dangerously, Joseph passes it, but it connects. Through center ice, Soper has it. He's hit by Lezianko and poked the puck away as well. Romeo will pick it up for the Bulls. Ahead for Higgins. Tips it down into the far corner. Loose puck picked up by Carson Vance. We're down to a minute to go here in the second period of play. Puck in the Knoxville zone, but the Ice Bears have it and they'll clear. Higgins takes it. He'll backhand one right back in. Ojic going in after it. Finds it. Hit by Vance. Puck tied up. Picked up, though, by Knoxville's Osick. Derek Osick with the puck. Backhands one for Vance. Long pass ahead off the stick of Branshaw, who has a pair of goals tonight. Picked up in the Bull zone by Birmingham. Down to 25 seconds of time remaining here in the second period of play. Rose has it. His shot deflected by Branshaw in front. There's another poke at it. That one goes into the netting out of play as Glover had a shot at it, but it was deflected. And a face-off with 15.7 seconds remaining in the second period back in the Knoxville zone.
Bulls getting lots of opportunities, Jody. They're right there on the edge, just banging on the door, but they just cannot finish right now. Another one up and over. Joseph down and out, and the puck gets deflected up. You know, Knoxville doing a good job getting in front, you know, protecting the front of the net, but the Bulls just need to pop one in.
That shot right off the draw in on Joseph. He made the save, and Knoxville clears the zone. Olsen has it. He'll send it into the far corner down to 3 seconds. That'll do it for the second period of play. Knoxville taking it to Birmingham in the second period, Greg. They're being outshot by Birmingham 34-23. Birmingham had more of the scoring chances in the second period. Taylor Joseph slams the door, and Knoxville scores a pair to go up 3-1.
Well, it's one of those things, Jody, where we talked about it in the first period. The Bulls are controlling the play for the most part. They're definitely carrying the puck more. And when Knoxville strikes, they strike quick.
As I talked about early on, Greg, 5 games in a row Birmingham has been unable to score more than 3 goals. Through 40 minutes, we have 1. And that was just due to an unbelievable play by McGregor Sinclair. And to be honest with you, without that, we're looking at a big deficit right now.
Well, I'm sitting here and looking at 34 shots on goal, Jody, but I'm still thinking, shoot the puck more. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That one power play.
Yep.
That one bothered me, Greg, because you were spot on. The first 10 seconds of that power play, they were all over Knoxville. And after that, it was just pass, skate, no shots.
So when you have a little bit of success, Jody, that doesn't mean that you all of a sudden become a different style player. You keep doing where you had your success, and you keep doing it until the puck goes in the net. So I'm not worried about it right now. I think the Bulls just need to keep doing what they're doing, but they've just got to bear down, get down, triangulate in front of the goal. You know, I saw Ojek doing some good things out there, getting in front of the goal. He's standing there waiting in the paint, you know, stuff like that, because they've got to figure out a way to take away Joseph's eyes, because if they don't get in front of him, don't screen him, and aren't doing that stuff, he's showed that he's going to stop the puck if he can see it.
Last time he was here, he gave up 7 goals, not so much tonight.
Well,
you know, it just, you mentioned the word finish. The scoring chances are there, but the puck's not crossing the goal line. It just seems like Birmingham is just, my dad used to say this all the time watching the Leafs play, they're just snake bit.
Right.
They can't buy anything.
Well, and that's it. You talk about the hockey gods and about having good synergy and energy, Jody, and stuff like that, right? And I mean, down there, how many times did we see it? The Bulls with shots. Joseph can't find it. It's through him. It's through his legs. It's through his 7-hole, you know, underneath his blocker. And the puck just trickles behind him, goes through the paint. Instead of going into the net, it just finds its way around the post and goes behind the goal line.
Well, it's not a ball.
Nope.
It's a circular galvanized piece of rubber, and you never know where it's going to bounce. So
that's right.
We'll see what happens. This is far from over with. 20 minutes of hockey remaining, and I've always said 2-goal lead is the most dangerous lead in hockey, but you got to score for that to come true, and Birmingham needs to take advantage of it really quickly in the third period. All right, score at the end of 2 periods of play. Birmingham trailing Knoxville by a score 3-1. Jody Chernesky here along with Greg Dreveny. Stay with us. You're listening and watching Birmingham Bulls hockey.
This is a shout out to the professional tailgaters, game day grillers, and potluck pros. Whether you bake it, smoke it, stack it, or melt it, there's nothing more important than how you cook up your team spirit while serving it with an ice-cold Coca-Cola, Coke Zero Sugar, or Coke Life. We may not all agree on the best game day food, but when you serve your meals with a Coke, you know you've got yourself a winner. Enjoy an ice-cold Coca-Cola at the Birmingham Bulls game. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
Jody Chernesky, Greg Dreveny back at the Pelham Civic Complex. About to start the third period of play. The Birmingham Bulls trailing the Knoxville Ice Bears by a score of 3-1. And Greg, without Michael Gillespie in the lineup tonight, and now without Nikita Kozarev, who went down injured, things don't look good offensively for the Birmingham Bulls.
Well, it's one of those situations, Jody, where you talked about the worst lead in hockey being a 2-goal lead. So the Bulls are have to come out, keep doing what they're doing, because obviously you're shooting a team 34-23, but you have to keep up with your defensive zone, and you have to keep track of your players, especially when they're playing that man-on-man defense down low. Knoxville, if they get a guy free,
somebody needs to cover Tyler Williams and stay on him like white on rice.
It's tough. I mean, he's quick, he's slick, makes good moves, and that's it. I mean, even Knoxville on that one goal, they were in a situation, they had 3-on-3 down low. The one guy got hit, the Bulls miscommunicated on who was taking the guy on the corner, and because the guy fell down, two guys went to the guy in the corner, leaving one guy recovering all alone. He got up, he turned his stick over, the puck right on his tape, and he made no mistake and beat Lots on the blocker side.
Birmingham's putting out what little offense they have left to start this period with Rose, Glover, and Kip Ledzianko out with Matt Clark, and I believe that's Taylor Brierly on the other side. That's about all they can do at this point.
And that's tough, Jody. I don't know at this point. I wouldn't try and throw something totally different at him, and I'd throw Ojik out there with Glover and Rose and just see what happens.
All right, we're underway as the puck off the draw bounces into the Knoxville zone. Brendan Dowler takes the puck in the corner, lifts it into center ice. Brierly off the boards, off the mark, picked up by Derek Osick. Can't get away from Clark, who stood him up at the blue line and caused the turnover. Carson Rose at center ice. Had it bounce off his stick, but not out. Birmingham keeps it alive, but taken right back out now. Knoxville's Williams has the puck. Gets away from Brierly, puts the brakes on. Puck tied up along the far boards. Egan has it for Knoxville. Taken away by Kip Ledzianko, and the puck is cleared into center ice. Back in their own zone, Egan has it behind his net. Plays it for Helland. Lucas Helland banks one off the boards. Intercepted by the Bulls. Ryan Romeo with the puck, drops it for Dorsey. Back into the Knoxville zone, played by Skelly. McTavish in as well. Soper there first, and Knoxville will clear. McGregor Sinclair with the puck, lost it to Stannard. Lackadaisical pass by Sinclair, and a turnover occurs. Stannard with the puck, drops it for his defense. Shot made it through, but kept alive and out by Birmingham. McTavish try and get away from Skelly. Hanging on to the puck, McTavish, nobody back to help, drops it. Played now by Ledzianko, centers a pass, Ojik, a shot, glove save made by Joseph, and he holds it. Ojik has a few words for Joseph as he skates back in front of him.
Nothing wrong with that, talking to him, trying to get in his head. You got to try and do something, Jody, but good play there by McTavish. I was just saying the Bulls need some kind of a little spark here to get something going, whether it's a big hit, you know, a big shot or whatever. So good job, Mike McTavish. Lots of speed through the neutral zone, and the Bulls got an opportunity.
Matthews pinching in from the point, keeps it alive, centers and pass, never made it through. Played behind the net, Ojik back there, has it taken away. Knoxville clears as Atkins had it bounce off his stick, but right to Toby. Toby drops it back for Lastman. Takes a big hit there, but still clears the puck. Ojik took Lastman out. In front, Knoxville had a chance, went through the crease, nobody was there. Ojik turns it right back into the Knoxville zone. Line change for the Bulls. Long pass ahead off the stick of Atkins, who tips it in. Brierly for Birmingham has it. Matthews ahead to Ledzianko for Rose. Gets off his stick into the near corner. Dowler takes a hit from Rose. There's a pass, maybe even a shot by Kip Ledzianko, goes completely past Taylor, back in, or Joseph that is, back into the Bull zone. Carson Rose, far side. Ledzianko has it off of Glover's stick. Taken away by Dowler. Glover takes it away from him. He takes a shot, save made by Joseph. As Glover just spun around and took the shot with a little bit of traffic. He used the man in front of him as a screen, but Joseph again makes the save.
Once again, here we go. Bulls up. They got 3 shots. Knoxville doesn't have any, but you can see those shots that they're taking, Jody. You know, no traffic in front. They're outside perimeter shots, and you know, I just think that the Bulls started off, they're just building Joseph's confidence here, you know, taking those kinds of shots on net.
We're not seeing them crash the net, that is Birmingham, like they did earlier on. Dubé Plouffe drops it back. Skelly takes the hit from Sinclair. Kept alive by Birmingham. Lucas Helen and Sinclair going in after it. Now, Olnick comes in as well. Up comes Frida Egan, who takes a big hit as he turned his back on Sinclair, and he goes down hard. Clark has it. Off the stick of Egan. Bounces back into his own zone where Helen will pick it up. Lucas Helen behind his own net. And it taken away by Higgins, who's pushing and shoving now with Helen. That puck somehow bounced right in on Joseph, who grabbed it and held it. So we'll have another face-off there in the Knoxville zone. Birmingham sending an extra forechecker in right now, Greg.
Definitely. They're applying that pressure down low, and I'll tell you, Jody, the one bright spot in tonight's game so far for the Bulls has been Sinclair. He's one who's impressed me tonight with his physical play. He's going, he's working hard, moving his feet, creating pressure, trying to force Knoxville to make a mistake.
He's been excellent on the draw as well. Right now, Birmingham's Ledzianko behind the Knoxville net. Tries to get away from in front. There's Ojic. Had it bounce off his stick. Ojic keeps it alive. McKinney takes it away, and Knoxville clears. Dorsey takes the loose puck. Romeo, as Birmingham changed lines, sends it around the boards and makes it near side. Olsen for Lastman. Glover almost took it away. He does, far boards. Drake Glover behind the net for Kip Ledzianko. Rose picks it up. Rose drops it, nobody there. It's loose along the near boards, and that's got to be a penalty.
Yep, that is.
That's got to be a penalty on Knoxville's Atkins, who in the defensive zone cleared it behind his net into the netting. I don't know if they're going to call it or not, but he's got to be. That's the definition of delay of game.
It is, straight up.
So there Birmingham goes on the power play, the second one of the night, and you couldn't have asked for it at a better time. But now, Greg, I don't want to call this a must conversion, but it feels like it.
It is. And fortunately, they're coming out. They're bringing their guns out quick. So I think this will be one of the biggest plays for the Bulls right here in the next 2 minutes.
Sinclair on the draw for Birmingham. Soper for Knoxville. Controlled by Sinclair. Taylor Briley with the puck. Near side, Carson Rose takes a shot looking for a deflection by Glover. He got his stick on the puck, but it went out of play.
Great look there by Rose. Came in, good low shot / pass. And Glover was posted up right there. You can tell they've been working on that one in practice, Jody.
Face-off will come up to the right of Taylor Joseph, who've had a whale of a game. Soper for Knoxville, Glover for Birmingham. Controls, Brierly with the puck. For Rose, far side Ledzianko, back to Brierly. Carson Rose, through traffic, save made by Joseph.
What a shot.
Puck comes to Ledzianko, far boards. Back at the point for Brierly. Now Ledzianko. Watched by Stannard. Phil with the puck. Backhands one for Sinclair. For Brierly. For Rose, a shot deflected away by Toby. One too many passes again, Greg. Puck in the corner. Ledzianko is there for Birmingham. He'll keep it alive for Glover. We're down to a minute 15 of power play time remaining. Bounce off the glass. A weird one. Escapes the zone, and Knoxville is able to change their penalty killers. Minute left in the power play for Birmingham as Rose Gets it to Sinclair, drops it back for Ledzianko. I cannot stand that drop pass. Brierly for Rose. Far side for Sinclair, a shot save made by Taylor Joseph, and he squeezes it between the legs and holds on. And we'll have a media timeout with 48 seconds of power play time remaining for Birmingham and 14:15 to go here in the third period. Bulls trail 3-1.
Don't mind that play. Good heads-up play by Rose. He put the puck over there to Sinclair off the far wall where nobody was, Jody. Sinclair picked it up, came in. He had a good shooting lane to the net. Here comes McTavish on the back door. And if Sinclair can put that low on the ice where Joseph's been struggling with it, kicks out a little rebound, McTavish is right there for a tap in, just like Knoxville did in the first period against Lotz, where they sent that guy in the rebound lane and
Greg,
banged it in.
I would love to know just how many times those drop passes back have actually resulted in a goal when they actually do send it across the blue line. It's driving me crazy. It really is. I see it in the NHL. I've seen it in the AHL. I haven't watched junior hockey, but I've seen this too much in this league.
But here's the thing. It's called the hinge, Jody. And with the hinge, what you're supposed to do is if you hinge it back to the guy, that's the trailer coming back, you're supposed to have another guy going with them on the far side of the ice with speed, so that when they hinge it back, you've got somebody moving through the neutral zone to go get the puck if they get pressured and dump it in, and the Bulls are just having four guys line up on the blue line.
Off the draw, played by Knoxville and out. All the way back down in the Bull zone. Romeo will have to hurry to get back. Lotz will have to play it. He drops it for Ryan. We're down to 35 seconds of power play time remaining as Romeo starts to skate away. Olnick with the puck. For Ojic. Return for Olnick. A shot blocker save made by Joseph. The puck bounces right out in front. Birmingham loses it, and Osick has it at center ice. Derek Osick into the Bull zone. Glove saved by Lotz. He'd love to have dropped it to keep the power play time going, Greg, but he had to hold it with traffic bearing down right in front.
Well, one of those ones where he saw Williams coming in on that far side, got around the Birmingham defender. Lotz was looking for somebody to give it to keep it out for a quick break with two of Knoxville's players down low in front of the net. And Joe's made the wiser decision there, Jody, and held on to that puck, and they'll take a draw here with 9 seconds left in the power play.
Face off to the left of Austin Lotz. Controlled by Birmingham. They just lift one into center ice, and that's going to do it for the power play time. Look out, Rose may have one more shot. Lucas Helen beat him to the puck. He had the angle, and Knoxville clears. They have killed the penalty and are back at full and even strength. Mitch Atkins in front of the Birmingham bench takes a hit from Matthews, coughs the puck up, and Higgins chips it out. Eric Olson tips one into the Bull zone. Back to get it first is Green. He gives it up for Matthews. Off the boards for Glover. Gets past everyone and out into center ice. Skelly with the puck. He sends one in from the center ice. Dropped gloved easily by Austin Lotz. He just squeezed it. He'd just rather have a face-off.
Well, he didn't have a choice, Jody. Nobody's coming back. As a goaltender, if there's a long dump in like that, the first thing I'm looking for is, if I'm Austin Lotz, is I'm looking for, okay, which defenseman wants the puck? And what I mean by that, they've got to bounce off, be support, give him a place to clear it to, and they're just like, hey, hold it.
Birmingham controls off the draw. That's Clark ahead. Olnick had the puck, chipped away from him, and is played back behind the Knoxville net. Carson Vance with the puck. Nice pass ahead to Jimmy Soper for Egan. Egan taps one off the boards in the Bull zone. Brierly, a nice play, pokes it away from Stannard, and he'll pick the puck up, slide it over for Clark. Cross-ice pass for Brierly, has McTavish with him. Brierly brings it in. Centered a pass looking for Sinclair. It hit him, but just wasn't controlled. Now taken away by Carson Vance. He sends one into the Bull zone. Back to get it again is Brierly. Ledzianko. He'll bring it in. He'll avoid the check from Toby. Ledzianko puts the brakes on, spins around. There's a pass pass. Wow. Dorsey had an open net and missed. What a pass by Ledzianko. Dorsey just missed. Romeo with a shot. That's deflected wide. Played along the near boards, and Lastman sends it out.
Dorsey wide open net, Jody. It wasn't even a save. It just hit him right in the skate.
Carson Rose with the puck for Dorsey.
That's
he sends one in. That one almost made it in. Now it's back to Dorsey again, and Joseph just makes the stick save into the netting out of play. I thought the first one went in.
Wow.
But it was kept out. Joseph playing hockey like a goaltender's supposed to tonight.
I thought it creamed off the post, Jody. Went up underneath the crossbar, ripped around up there up top of the net, and came straight back out. But that was a bizarre goal. There's one for where's Pac-Man with the iPad on that one?
No, you didn't have anybody arguing on that one like you did last week. I'm still, that open net by Dorsey, that's amazing.
What's that, 3 posts tonight?
Yep, 3 posts.
And a couple crossbars by Rose, I know.
Face-off in the Knoxville zone. Knoxville's hit the post as well, so Glover wins the draw, but it gets out of the Knoxville zone. Dorsey has it for Birmingham. He gives it up for Carson Rose. Glover takes the hit, but manages to get it into the Knoxville zone. Played behind their own net. Skelly banks one off the glass and out. This one's going to be icing. Back to touch up as Dorsey. Face-off will come back in the Knoxville zone with 11:04 to go here in the third period. We're getting late, Greg.
Well, Knoxville's content, Jody. They don't have a play. They're just playing clear the blue line hockey here, and they're going to send it, and they're going to whittle this one down 6-8 seconds at a time and just ice the puck.
McTavish out with Sinclair. Dorsey and Romeo on defense. Far side, Ojic. Romeo with the puck, sends it to Dorsey. In front with traffic, score! I believe that one banked in off Olnick with all kinds of traffic in front. Finally, Greg, they crashed the net, and the garbage goal pays off. 3-2 now, Knoxville.
Hey, Jody, doesn't matter if it's a garbage goal or not, because you know what? They're all breakaways in the paper. We'll take them anywhere we can get them right now, and that's a great goal by the Bulls here with 10:58 left. Shot from the point, right in there. Look at the traffic in front of Joseph. He can't see Olnick's there. I don't even know if he was facing the net, but it probably hit him in the back of the leg. But that's how it goes, and that's a dirty goal in hockey, folks.
You need the greasy goals to win games. That's a big goal. That cuts the lead. Here's the call.
Scorer by number 26, Colton Olenek. His 7th goal of the season. The assist, number 44, Jamie Dorsey, and number 9, Ryan Romeo.
Romeo and Dorsey on the assist. It's a 3-2 hockey game with 10:30 to go. Knoxville with the puck sends it into the Bull zone. This will change the way Knoxville is attacking this period, Greg.
Well, they can't keep sitting back on their heels anymore because that did not work out well for them.
Corson Green with the puck, sends it through center ice. Skelly has it in his own zone. Back to take it away from him is McTavish. McTavish back off the boards for Matthews. Matthews, low shot, just goes wide. Rebound all the way back to the blue line. Mitch Atkins takes it away. Slowly skating in, drop pass back. That one stopped by Austin Lodge, and I believe it deflected off his glove into the netting and out of play.
Good job there by Matthews, Jody. We talked about the Bulls D stepping up when Knoxville enters the zone, and that's what happened. They dropped it back to Dubé Plouffe, and Matthews stepped right up, got a stick in that shooting lane. Good low shot, Kareem's up off his stick into the netting. So that's a great defensive play.
Off the draw, Birmingham's Briley had it. Standard takes it away. Briley trying to get it away from him. Loose along the far boards. Ledzianko takes it for Birmingham, sets it up for Ojic. Ojic tips it past Dowler. He'll chase it himself. Tobias Ojic in the corner. Loose puck comes free for Carson Vance behind his own net. Ojic will go in after it. Skating away is Dubé Plouffe. He'll bring it into the Bull zone. Briley back defensively. There's a pass for Standard. He couldn't get the shot off. Dubé Plouffe. Dowler called for the puck. Takes the shot. Save made by Lotz. Standard has the rebound. His centering pass off the mark, and Birmingham's Ojic just lifts one for a line change. Dowler back to get it in his own zone. Glover on him, goes down. Dowler with the puck. Taken away by Birmingham. Rose with it. Is deflected wide. Joseph had no idea where that puck was. There's another shot. That one off the body of Joseph Gregg. 2 shots in a row. Taylor Joseph had no idea where the puck was. That one just hit him.
He didn't see him at all, Jody, and that's a good job there. That's Glover down there in front of the net.
The forechecking of Glover paid off. The scoring chances are there. And I'm hoping that the greasy goal we just got off of Olnick, I'm hoping that you just have to have those goals. I'm hoping that does something. We're still plenty of time left in this hockey game. 8:57 to go, 3-2 the score now.
And sitting here, the Bulls out shooting them 44-26.
And that's legitimate shot count too.
Yep.
That's not home cooking, folks. That's really what it is. If Birmingham comes back and win this game, I might say up until this point would be the biggest win of the year.
Oh,
this is a game they must have.
Definitely. I agree 100%, especially when you're turning around and you're going back to Knoxville tomorrow night and you're going to see this same team. This game is going to have a huge impact off the drop of the puck tomorrow night.
2 more games coming up, both on the road. This one at home is big, big. Osick on the draw opposite McGregor Sinclair. Has had a heck of a night. They'll drop it again. McGregor Sinclair toss. McTavish will come in his place. Loose puck picked up off the draw by Toby. He'll try and get it out. Branshaw tips it back in the Bull zone. Romeo quickly back to get it for Birmingham. Osick takes it away, takes a big hit there by McTavish. Loose puck in front of the Bulls bench, played by Olnick. Tipped in by McTavish to the Knoxville zone. Sends it in front, steered aside by Joseph. He had Sinclair in front. Back to Matthews. Matthews in front, looking for a deflection. Good idea, just goes wide. Birmingham couldn't get their stick on the puck. Knoxville will bring it right back in the Bull zone. Look out, Osick. Osick in front, a return pass. They're looking for that deflection. Branshaw was going for the hat trick. There's a shot deflected wide by Lotz. Olnick tries to get it out and does. Mitch Atkins picks it up for Knoxville, and he'll whip it right in on Lotz, who'll drop it and leave it for Matthews. We're under 8 minutes to go now in the third. Bulls trail by 1. Long pass ahead out of the reach of Rose. This one off the stick. That hits Taylor Joseph's stick, but they still blow the whistle for icing. Weird bounce off the boards.
Yep.
But it still hit his stick.
Right in that Zamboni door corner. The puck comes out of there crazy. But
icing is the call.
They call the icing, so down it goes into the Bull zone. We'll have a face-off here. 7:48 to go in the third period, Jody. 3-2 Knoxville. Bulls trying to climb back into this one.
Eric Olson on the draw for Knoxville. Drake Glover for Birmingham. Loose, picked up by the Bulls, Romeo. He'll send one to center ice, trying to hook up with Carson Rose. He'll get there first along with Skelly. Rose with the puck in the near corner. He spins it around the far boards. Lucas Helen will pick it up first for Knoxville. Skelly tips it near side. Birmingham doing a good job keeping the puck alive. Back at the point, Green with a shot. That one deflected wide. McKinney takes it and lifts it to center ice. They'll clear the zone for the moment. Birmingham, Ojic will bring it right back in. Sends it around the boards. Played now by Knoxville behind their own net. Helen off the stick of Olson back into the Bulls zone. No icing. It's waved off. Birmingham has control, though, and they'll skate. That's Matt Clark. Clark brings it in. Clark with the shot save made, and with Ledzianko right in on top of Joseph, he squeezes it, and it just couldn't trickle off of him. If it does, if he drops that, Ledzianko's hammering it home.
Well, that's where that shot selection is so important there, Jody. You know you're not going to score from there, but you saw Helen on Knoxville on their blue line when he's shooting in. He's not shooting to score from the blue line. He's throwing it in intentionally down low on Austin Lotz with guys crashing looking for the rebound, and Ledzianko was there.
Bill Ledzianko on the draw for Birmingham. It's dropped loose, picked up by Knoxville, and they'll skate away. Stannard Tries to get past Romeo. He can't do it. Ryan Romeo with a nice defensive play. Dangerous pass out in front, though. Ledzianko tips it over for Dorsey, and Birmingham clears the zone. Stannard with it. He backhands one to center ice. Birmingham has it, though. Romeo, far side. Ahead for Ledzianko. Tips it in, but right onto the stick of Brendan Dowler, who clears. Nice hit by Dorsey on Egan. Puck behind the Bulls' net, picked up by Romeo. Sinclair tips it ahead. Birmingham.
Wow.
Behind the net, McTavish. Ojic back there as well, and the whistle blows. The penalty's coming up. Egan's going to get the elbow, I believe, on the play as they're having a discussion in front of Taylor Joseph. Egan doesn't like it, and I'm not sure I disagree with him. I mean,
well, it's one of those ones, Jody. Egan was coming back through the neutral zone, back checking.
I didn't see anything, did you?
Well, I saw him get tied up. It looked like the Bulls player was elbowing.
Elbowing is the call.
Yeah.
So this is the third power play of the night for Birmingham. 0 for 2 coming into this one, and with 6:05 to go, you got to score, Greg.
Yep.
You just need to score.
It is, especially on this call, because you know, after this call, Jody, you know that anything the Bulls do that looks like a penalty,
it's going to be called.
He's going to even it up.
Jason Lortie, the referee tonight. Brett Dardzinski and Will Anderson, the linesman. But you're exactly right. Knoxville has had 0 power plays tonight. This is Bulls' third, so you're exactly right. Glover off the draw, controls. Ledzianko steers away from Atkins. Birmingham's Rose has it. Drops it back at the point for Brierly. Far side. Ledzianko back for Brierly. Somebody shoot. Brierly in front. His shot goes into the netting, out of play.
Good save by Joseph, but once again, blue line shot, no traffic in front. You know, I mean, we probably put 38 shots on net that have been just like that, easily handled by Joseph, but it's been those other 10 that have turned into scrambles when they put it low.
The draw, Birmingham has it along the near boards. Now behind the net, Glover sends it far side for Ledzianko. He's checked by Soper. Now it's loose in the corner. Brendan Dowler picks it up. He'll try and clear it and does. Birmingham will skate out of their own zone. 1:20 to go into power play. Taylor Brierly tries to set it up far side for Sinclair. Gets it to him behind the Knoxville net. Sinclair back off the boards for Rose. Rose in front, that's deflected wide. Comes all the way far side for Ledzianko. Down low, played back at the point for Brierly to Rose. For Ledzianko, bounces off his skate, he couldn't control it, and easily cleared by Knoxville.
50 seconds here left in the penalty, Jody. Bulls need to get down, set it up. Just look for that one good shot.
Rose gets away from Williams. Skelly watches him. Rose drops it back for McTavish. Rose has it. Rose takes a shot. Loose in front. Shot save made. Rebound still loose. Ojic pokes at it. Now McTavish behind the net. Back for Brierly. We're down to 25 seconds of power play time remaining. Kept alive by Brierly for Rose. Rose, he takes the shot. That one goes high. Ledzianko has it. Down low for McTavish. Around near side for Rose. 10 seconds of power play time remaining. Rose has it. Tried to set it up for Ledzianko, and it's tipped away by Skelly out of play. And with 2 seconds of power play time remaining, Greg, this one, power play-wise, is in the books.
Well, one of those ones, Jody, where I saw Ojic out there, and on that power play, if I want Ojic anywhere, I want him standing right on top of the paint, get in front of the crease, put your butt in the goalie's face, and don't let him see the puck. Then, with Rose shooting those laser beams just out at the top of the circle, now you've got a chance to make something happen. But the best opportunities so far have definitely been when the Bulls throw the puck low on net and they crash and they just make it I call it a sword fight, where you got the puck on the ice and who's got more sticks in front, because McTavish did a great job giving the puck to Rose. Rose identified it. McTavish was right there. Rose throws a low one on net. McTavish is right there banging, 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 and the Bulls just couldn't convert.
All right, 4:06 to go here in the third period. Bulls trailing 3-2. 2 seconds of power play time remaining before Michael Egan gets out of the box, and we'll be at full and even strength once again.
Yeah, and I see Romeo looking up at the clock. He's aware here. He's got 1 foot in the zone, 1 foot out, because what you don't want to do is give up a breakaway here after 2 seconds.
Now Knoxville will be tossed on the draw. Ledzianko for Birmingham. As Eric Olson's toss, I believe Mitch Atkins will come in his place. Puck is dropped, controlled by Knoxville. That'll do it for the power play. Puck back to center ice, and right out of the box, he tips it for Olson. Romeo with a good job to poke check it away from him. And it's played far boards. Ben Higgins has it. Can't get it out, blocked by Romeo. Olnick sends one into the Knoxville zone. Higgins goes in after it, but Toby catches up with it first. Romeo will keep it alive for Ledzianko. Back for Romeo. He takes a shot save made by Joseph. And we'll have another face-off in the Knoxville zone. 3:34 remaining.
See that, Joey? I think with the Ledziankos, as they get more time in this league, they're going to be looking for, because you saw Rose coming in on the back door there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And just a little touch to Rose, and that's all that they're missing. Even on the power play, Ledzianko on the far wall, you know what I mean? Just a little bit too handsy.
I still want to see them shoot more, though, Greg.
Well, that's exactly right.
They're excellent with the puck. Nobody's arguing that. They're unbelievable feeders of the puck, but they do have shots they pass up. Back into the Bull zone, puck is played. Matthews and Stannard going in after it. It's kick free to the near side. Birmingham will lift one into center ice. Dalton Skelly will pick it up. Played behind his own net for Helen. Green almost had a chance to keep it alive, but banked it off his own player. Stannard will bring it in. He whistles one wide of that far post. Ledzianko backhands a pass over. Glover couldn't catch up with it. Osick really off the, looked like the helmet of Carson Rose. Puck free, still in the zone, neutral zone that is, played by Williams. Brings it into the Bull zone. Tyler Williams, watched by Matthews. He goes down. Matthews stood up, Williams. Now behind the net, loose puck picked up by Knoxville. Atkins has it. He has Vance near side. Vance takes a shot. That one, I believe, Lott's got a piece of, but Birmingham will skate away. We're 2.5 minutes to go. Watch for Lotz to come out. There's a shot taken. Save again by Joseph. This one off the stick of McGregor Sinclair with 2:27 to go here in the third.
Once again, Jody, you see another one. They're dropping down on that butterfly, and they're hitting them right in the bottom of the chest.
51 shots on goal, almost doubled up Knoxville shots, yet we trail 3-2.
Well, as you can see, Sinclair came down. A good shot once again, but you either got to bring it down or fake that shot and throw it across and catch Joseph out there, because he's doing the same thing every time. Coming out on his angle, drop it down to his knees. 2:27 here, Jody. You have to be looking for Austin Lott soon.
He's still in his crease, backed up into his net, so I'm not sure when they'll try and get him out, but we'll keep an eye. Clark tries to keep it in the Knoxville zone. It's played along the boards. Olnick fighting hard to keep it alive behind the net. Far side, that's McKinney. McGregor Sinclair on him. Dawson McKinney with the puck along the far boards. Played behind their own net. Vance near side for Dowler, who'll bank it into center ice. Atkins takes it away from Matt Clark. Carson Vance will back skate into the Bull zone, drops it back. Soper with a shot deflected by Rose, out of play with 1:51 left in the third.
Good stick there by Rose, because once again, Jody, you do not want them coming down into the crease, into the top of the circles and having time, because that is one thing Knoxville is doing. They are putting good quality shots in on Austin Lott. So if you're the Bulls, you want to get as many sticks as you can in those shooting lanes, keep deflecting those pucks up.
It's been a long time since I've seen 51 shots and you're doubling up your opponent but not winning a hockey game.
And you've only scored 2 goals.
Yeah. Face-off controlled by Knoxville. They'll send it behind the Bulls' net. Played by Birmingham. They'll try and get it out. Kept in at the blue line for the moment. Ledzianko, though, takes it away. Dorsey ahead to Rose. Lots inching out. He's looking at the bench. Lucas Helen has it. Lots will have to go back in his crease. Glover takes a shot. Save made. Rebound comes right back to Glover. Lots is out of his net. Birmingham has an extra attacker on the ice. Carson Rose with the puck. That's Ledzianko as the extra man. There's a shot off the side of the net. It may have even grazed the post. Far side, Romeo pitching in. Behind the net, Glover takes a poke at it. Out in front, taken away by Knoxville's Osick. And they'll clear. Look out, Ledzianko keeps that one away from Osick. Romeo has it. Behind his own net, we're down to a minute to go. Birmingham's net is empty. Pass up ice for Glover. Behind his net is played. Carson Vance just smacks one, can't get it out. Hit his own man, Standard. Tied up along the far boards. Knoxville's content to just eat some time up, and they'll take it, that's Standard, and he sends it all the way down the ice. No icing as that one barely crossed the goal line. We're down to 35 seconds. Birmingham will have to skate this one up in a hurry. Standard's forechecking forces Brierly back. Drop pass back, Ledzianko. You need to hurry, guys. Taps it in off of Rose. Played behind the net. Skelly wraps it around the board. Nice play kept alive by the Bulls for the moment, but cleared by Carson Vance. This one will be icing as it's touched up with 12.7 seconds of ice time or time remaining. I believe they're going to put a second or two back on the clock.
Yeah.
As the whistle sounded, the clock ran, I believe, another 2 or 3 seconds.
Yeah.
We'll see what they put back on, but nonetheless, you're down to the waning seconds of this game.
Yeah, I go back to at least 13-9 on that one. But nonetheless, Jody, you just see, I mean, that's just the hockey gods talking to you there. Rose put that one in. It hit the post, came back out, hit Joseph in the back of the skate, went back towards the net, and once again hit the post. It goes on the side. Like, you can't get any closer than that.
More than double the shots on goal, Greg, 53 to 26. And only 2 goals.
Oh,
that's being snake bit, or that's the hockey guys not being very fond of you at this moment.
Well, it's one of those things where Joseph has played solid in net.
He's not Patrick Waugh.
But he hasn't made any where you're like, holy cow, what a game-saving save. He's just been solid stopping the pucks that he's supposed to.
Birmingham's best offense has been when there's traffic in front of him or they crash the net after a shot. It's obvious they have to do that with only 13.5 seconds remaining after they put another second back on the clock. But, wow.
There's Joseph again down there on one knee.
One knee.
Praying to the goalie post.
Well, it's worked. Yeah. Birmingham's hit the iron several times tonight.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if we were playing horseshoes, we'd be way ahead.
All right, Birmingham's net's empty. McGregor Sinclair's been excellent on the draw for Birmingham tonight. He's out there. Jimmy Soper for Knoxville. Sinclair controls. Brierly has it. Brierly, far side. There's a shot by Rose. Save made. Rebound goes just high and wide. Rose tries to get it in front. We're down to 3 seconds. Knoxville will tie that puck up, and that's going to do it here in this game. Birmingham had an opportunity. Yep. They made the play that they were supposed to, but the puck just went high and wide, Greg.
Well, and even there, Jody, it was like the Wolves player in front of the net had it, and another guy reached for it. And once again, just a miscommunication because Joseph was nowhere to be found in the zone. And that one just slipped out of the Bulls' hands. And you talk about 54 shots on net, Jody.
I don't know what to say, Greg. I mean, I know what I would like to say, but I'm not. But I know when you have 54 shots on goal, and that's legitimate 54 shots, you should win the hockey game.
Well, now you're in a situation where Joseph pulling that one down and, 2 goals against on 54 shots coming out. Tomorrow, unless Mundinger's hurt, Knoxville's going to be coming back with Mundinger.
That's a good point.
So they've got fresh legs back in after a bus trip back. And
that's an excellent point. We don't know what happened to Mundinger. We do know he was scheduled to start.
Yep.
He was on the starting lineup card. And when the game started, they changed it and moved it over to Taylor Joseph, which turned out to be an excellent call by Knoxville. Again, this is a game Birmingham's going to remember, I believe, Greg. I mean, in the opening monologue, I talked about turning points of the season and points you look back to. This was a big hockey game for Birmingham. Now they are on the road for 2 straight, one tomorrow night in Knoxville and one Saturday night in Roanoke. And things don't get any easier from there. So I don't know what to say. Tomorrow night's big.
With this 2 points, granted, the Bulls, like, tomorrow night is what they call a 4-point game, Jody, because now with the win tonight, that actually puts Knoxville up in a 4th place tie with Birmingham.
Yeah.
Even though Birmingham does have two more games at hand, they've only played 17. Knoxville's played 19. But right now, this ties them both up at 21 points.
But, Greg, when you have games in hand, that's great. But you got to win those games in hand. Or else they mean nothing.
Exactly.
So Birmingham's back's against the wall here in December. And that's just the way that's my gut feeling. I know what's coming up in January. And it's not making in Pensacola. So it's time to, put this one aside, flush it, get it out of the way. But don't forget it, because tomorrow night you got this same team, and you just need to push yourself over again, like you said, the finishing. The shots are there, but the finishing isn't.
Well, that's one of those things, Jody, where you're coming back. It makes the ride back to Knoxville a lot easier tonight on them, coming out of here with 2 points tonight.
Okay. Well, Greg, I would say it was fun, but it's frustrating to me. I know it is to you, and I know it is to the guys in that locker room. The effort was there tonight, but without Gillespie and without Kozarev.
Yeah, Kozarev out of that game, he made a big difference because he was always, every time the Bulls dumped it in the puck, Jody, Kozarev was so quick, he was in there first. And the thing about it was that's where a lot of their offensive control came from, because Knoxville's defense was letting Kozarev get there first,
I'm really worried about Kozarev.
Yeah.
I did not see him back on the bench. If it had been just a simple 6-7 stitches to the jaw or to the cheek, he's back on the ice.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a hockey player,
exactly.
Jody. They get sewed up on the bench for 3 or 4 stitches, but the fact that he didn't come back and the way that he left the ice hole in the towel,
that scares me.
That is concerning to me, and I hate it for him.
I just hope and pray it's not his eye.
He's an electric hockey player, and the Bulls, that's a tough piece to replace right there.
And it was such a fluky play it happened on, with the goalie just trying to shoot the puck out of his own net or out of his own crease. Okay, well, that'll do it. Final score from the Pelham Civic Complex, Knoxville 3, Birmingham 2. For Greg Dreveny, I'm Jody Chernesky. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next week after Christmas, Merry Christmas, everyone, and we'll see you